What's going on, folks? It's Kelley. It's your certified holistic nutritionist coming to you straight from the airways of Houston, Texas. How are we doing this morning? How are we doing? It is a wonderful Tuesday morning. I wish I can figure out how to get the light out of my eye from my blinds, but I can't. The sun is shining bright. But it is what it is. How we doing, folks? It's Kelley, certified holistic nutritionist, coming to you straight from the airways of Houston, Texas, as we do each and every day, Monday through Saturday for right now. But we're getting ready to switch to Monday through Friday, right? We're not going to be coming on the weekends for at least until probably Valentine's Day. Maybe we'll be back on the weekends, Valentine's Day. But we're going to be here Monday through Friday for the next couple of weeks. I'm sorry, Monday through Saturday for the next couple of weeks. Then Monday through Friday up until around Valentine's Day. But we'll be back, don't worry, on the weekends. So how we doing, folks? It's Kelley, your certified holistic nutritionist, here to talk to you about all things high blood sugar, as we do each and every day, like insulin resistance, prediabetes, type 2 diabetes, gestational diabetes. We find out if this condition is actually reversible or if it's something that you got to stuck with for the rest of your life. Once you get this diagnosis, are you stuck, or you say, hey, I'm stuck. I'm held hostage by this condition. So therefore, I'm going to have to take medications for the rest of my life. Is that actually the case? Is that what you believe? Is that what someone told you? If you're suffering from insulin resistance? Well, I'm here to tell you that folks, is not the case. If you are suffering from insulin resistance, it is a very, very reversible condition, preventable. And not only is it preventable, but let's just say you happen to have it. Let's just say you happen to have insulin resistance. Can it be undone? And the answer to that question is a resounding yes. So you're not stuck. When I got my diagnosis of having type 2 diabetes, insulin resistant, metabolic syndrome, it's called heart disease, all that stuff, a big belly, I didn't accept that. I decided that something needed to be done. I decided that I was going to take my health into my own hands. And as a result, reverse type 2 diabetes, reverse insulin resistance, and all that metabolic syndrome, heart disease, obesity, reversed all of that. So no longer have any of that stuff. Now, here's the question to you. Who's ever gone to the doctor? Maybe it was just me. I don't know. Who's ever gone to the doctor and they've experienced maybe something like that? Maybe you've gone to the doctor and you thought that maybe you were good and the doctor said, hey, listen, your blood sugar's out of control. Your A1C is a bit elevated. And maybe your weight is a lot elevated too. Maybe your cholesterol is elevated, but who's ever gone to the doctor and they've experienced that before? And they say, maybe, listen, you've got a high A1C, you've got your blood sugar's out of control. Who's ever experienced that before? Am I the only one that's ever experienced that before? Maybe I am. I mean, maybe, something. I know it's 8 billion people on this planet, but maybe me and maybe a couple of other people. I don't know. What do you think? Have you ever experienced that before? Gone to the doctor and gotten some kind of diagnosis, maybe high blood sugar, your A1C is high. Maybe it's just me. But here's the thing, folks. When it comes to that, all of that stuff is reversible. Most of these conditions are lifestyle-related conditions, especially type 2 diabetes, especially insulin resistance. So how we doing, folks? It's Kelley, your certified holistic nutritionist, coming to you straight from the airways of Houston, Texas, here to talk about all things, all of the above. here to talk about all things insulin resistance, all things prediabetes, all things, type 2 diabetes, gestational diabetes, erectile dysfunction. These are all forms of insulin resistance. And we're going to tackle that monster today. We're going to find out, what does it mean to have high blood sugar? Like, what is it doing overall? And where does it come from? We're going to figure that all out. And then I'm going to tell you how to fix it. I'm going to tell you what it is first. I'm going to tell you the game that we're playing. It's a game called Blood Sugar Tetris. We're going to play that game first. But do me a favor, folks. Before we do that, bebop that screen, double tap that screen, and then share the live out. Share the live out with anybody that you know struggling with diabetes, type 2 diabetes, high blood sugar, insulin resistance, PCOS, erectile dysfunction, high cholesterol, all of that, high blood pressure, all of that stuff. You want to know what it's all related to? It's all related to insulin resistance, folks. It's the monster. Insulin resistance is the monster. It's the boogeyman. Why is insulin resistance the boogeyman? It's because it's the most damaging thing that can happen to you. When you become insulin resistant, it's it's a serious condition. It's nothing to take lightly. I can promise you that. So do me a favor, folks. Double tap that screen, and then share this live out with anybody that you know that is struggling with this condition. Here's the thing about type 2 diabetes. Dietary and lifestyle driven condition. Very, very reversible. How do I know that? Like I said, I did it myself. I reversed it myself. I told you I had diabetes, heart disease, and obesity. Well, as I stand here today on, November 4th, 2025, I can stand up here and tell you that I don't have any of those conditions anymore. You don't believe me? I can go to my doctor right now. I can stop this live right now, call my doctor and like, hey, yo, doc, pull my blood work and see if I have diabetes and see if I have blood sugar, high blood sugar. Hey, doc, can you pull my labs and see if I have high cholesterol and all of that stuff? See if I have heart disease anymore? Can you pull my labs? And it's going to be a resounding no. The only way that they'd know is if I told them about my past. If it was a brand new doctor, they wouldn't know unless I told them about my past. That is the only way. I can promise you that. Or if they looked at my old charts and be like, oh, you had diabetes, you had heart disease, you were obese. What the hell happened? Here's what I did. People are like, well, what did you do? Well, here's what I did. I didn't manage my pre-diabetes conditions, and now I'm suffering from the repercussions. Yeah. I hear that, boss. I totally get that, Lily. Yeah. You're absolutely right by saying that neglect is silent, but its consequences are loud. So, but you're in the right place. I'm going to show you how to reverse that thing today. How did I do it? The question is, how did I do it? How did I reverse heart disease? How did I reverse diabetes? How did I reverse no more obesity? But when I tell it to you, most people are not, and most people leave when I tell them this. Most people are like, I'm not doing that. Thank you. Goodbye. But here it is. You just got to reverse engineer the thing. You just got to reverse engineer the thing. You got to understand the root cause of it. If you strip it all away, down, and you think, what is insulin resistance? What is type 2 diabetes? You strip it all the way down to the bare bones. It's going to say, oh, yeah, it was because of your lifestyle. Your lifestyle in what areas? 4 or 5 areas specifically. Stress management, activity, eating, sleeping. And then finally, alcohol, substance abuse. Like, where do you stand in those areas? Just retrace your steps from where you are right now. Let's just say if you're 45 years old, retrace your steps right now. Go backwards. Reverse engineer it. How are you managing your stress? Think about it. Were you managing your stress, or were you letting everything get on your nerves? Number 2, were you moving your body, or were you being a couch potato? Were you moving your body, or were you being active, or were you being a couch potato? This is you got to be honest with yourself. Same way I had to be honest with myself. I had to go back and look in the mirror. Couch. There you go. You got to be honest with yourself. That's the only way that you're going to get better. That's the only way that you're going to defeat it, is if you are honest with yourself. If you're not honest with yourself, then you might as well just keep just doing what you're doing. because it ain't going to matter. Okay. Finally, the other area, were you clean eating or were you eating like crap? Which one was it? Were you clean eating or were you eating like crap? I like to lay, sit, and prop up. There you go. Were you clean eating or were you eating like crap? This is the question you got to ask yourself. And when you find out the answer to that question, you know the answer to that question. Both, a little bit of mix of both. Which one were you doing most of though? Were you eating mostly crap or were you eating clean eating most of the time? Half and half. But like which one though? Eating like crazy. Yeah. Eating a bunch of crap like crazy. So that's where it all comes from, folks. It's called the game of blood sugar Tetris. So you're playing a game of blood sugar Tetris all wrong. Finally, the last area, sleeping. How were you sleeping? Were you sleeping good? Or were you sleeping or were you staying up all night watching the game? Staying up all night watching the game, staying up, going to the after hours spot, drinking, staying up until 2 a.m. and then going to the after hours spot, and then waking up the next day and going to work after about like 3 hours of sleep. Mine was stress, abusive relationship, and my eating lots of carbs got out of a relationship. Sleeping good. I have insomnia, so I work 2 hours. I work off 2 hours on 2 hours of sleep at times. Yeah. Do you have insulin resistance? Do you have type 2 diabetes? Nurse Bree? Because if you don't get enough effective sleep, which we're going to talk about, you're going to be spinning in circles. Yes. Okay. Sleep is very, very, very important when it comes to insulin resistance. If you're not managing your sleep, it's going to throw the whole thing out of the window. You can be working out, you could be eating good, but if your sleep's thrown off, it's going to throw everything else off. It's literally going to cancel everything out. So it's a formula that you got to master, which I go over: peaceful mind, active body, clean eating, effective sleep. But that is how I did it, folks. That is how I did it. I did it through the power of my lifestyle. It's called lifestyle medicine. If you master the art of lifestyle medicine, it is an art. If you master that, I promise you, you will not have type 2 diabetes anymore. You will not have insulin resistance, because that's where it comes from. It comes from those areas. It doesn't come from it doesn't come from glyphosate. Okay. It doesn't come from medication. It can come from medication, depending on the type of medication. Steroids, maybe some steroids, that can cause insulin resistance. But anything other than that, it was just your negligence. That's where it came from. That's where type 2 diabetes comes from. Negligence of what area? The lifestyle. So we got to be real, folks. We got to be real. So here it is. We're going to be real today. Do me a favor, folks. Like I said, bebop that screen and then share this live out with anybody that you know that is struggling with this condition. It is a reversible condition, and I'm going to tell you how to do that right now. If you're tired of the high blood sugar, then number one thing that you should probably do is join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, where there's a lot of people getting amazing results in this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Right? It's my challenge that I put on 14 days. It is a nutrition blueprint. It says if you follow this blueprint for 14 days, just like I did, just like all of my other clients do, you follow this blueprint, you will get yourself off of the blood sugar roller coaster. If you are suffering from it, then you should join that. If you're suffering passion, then you should join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. If you want to know more about it, you want to check that link in my bio. But there's a lot of other goodies on my bio as well. There's the quiz, there's a master class, there's the 14-day challenge like I was telling you about. Man, there's a lot of goodies. If you're suffering from insulin resistance, that is the place where you want to be. That's where you want to be. So let's get into it, folks. My name's Kelley. Where's the blueprint? The blueprint it's in my bio. You click that link in my bio right here. Click on my picture again. There's where the blueprint is. So it is, there's a quiz. Go take the quiz, masterclass. Go register for that masterclass, folks. And then again, for my folks who are ready for serious change, that is the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Now, the challenge, I call it a challenge for a reason. You don't know how to check my bio, you click right here. If you're following along, Julian, if you click, can you see where my finger is? I don't know if you see me. I don't know if you can see where my finger is, but if you see right there, put a yes if you can see that. And then you click on my picture again. You click on my picture again. It's going to take you to a screen that looks like this. It's going to take you to a screen that looks like this. Here's the screen. Here's the screen right here. Here it is right here. You click that link. See that link I just clicked right there? Click on that link. Boom. That link is going to take you to a Disney World, basically. I call it Disney World because it's a lot of goodies on this page. If you're suffering from insulin resistance, there's the quiz, there's the masterclass, and there's the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge right here. Right, all the goodies are right there. Quiz, masterclass, 14-day challenge, all right there. So go get in and go start getting on that. This grab and go, right? Like Halloween. Remember Halloween was the other day and the kids are all grabbing and going, all that stuff. So as an adult, if you are suffering from insulin resistance, that link is going to be like a Halloween, like all over again. Remember when you were a kid and you used to eat all that candy? And your mom wouldn't let you? She'd hide the candy from you? Well, I'm not hiding the candy from you. If you're suffering from insulin resistance, folks, this is going to be your new candy. Okay? This is going to be your new candy right here. This link right there. Quiz. Go take the quiz, 2-minute quiz. Understand and learn your diabetes management style. The masterclass. It's a free masterclass, 45 minutes. But then again, the folks who are ready for serious change, for the folks who said, I've had enough. I am ready for serious change. That is me. Give me the blueprint. You give me the blueprint, I will follow it. I will follow that blueprint. And you will get amazing results. There's been people who have joined that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, taking their A1C from an 8 to a 6 in 14 days. Don't believe me? Go ask them. You ain't got to believe me. Go ask them. It's been taking someone who's taken their and then gotten off their medication. You don't have to believe me. Go ask their doctor. Go ask their doctor if after 2 weeks on the 14-day challenge, the 2-week 14-day challenge, they went back to the doctor again and got taken off all of their medication. You go ask their doctor. You don't got to ask me. Don't even ask them. Go ask their doctor. And the doctor will tell you what happened. That is the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. You show up, you do the work, you do it again the next day, you're going to get yourself off of that blood sugar roller coaster. That, folks, is the 14-day challenge. Here it is. Let's get into it. So is it free? The quiz is free. The masterclass is free. So it's a free quiz. Go take that quiz. The free masterclass, 45 minutes. All you got to pay is attention. The only thing that I got to charge you for is the challenge. The challenge is because it's real people getting real results in this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Like, I want to know if people are serious. If you're serious, you'll join it. If you're serious, it's $99 to join that 14-day challenge. But if you use the live discount code, what is it? Save 20. That's the live discount code. You use that live discount code, save 20. You join the challenge for 20% off. $79 to join the challenge. But everything else is free. The quiz is free. Masterclass is free. 45-minute. Just pay attention. That's all you got to do. There's a free PDF on there. There's a lot of freebies on that page. But the masterclass, the challenge is the only thing that I got to charge you for. So let's see. Mine has been a 9. My sugar is a 9.5, and I'm taking metformin every day. Are you excited about that? I mean, how do you feel about that, Sheila? I don't know if you're bragging or what are you doing? How do you feel about it? Mine has been a 9. Has been a 9, and now it's a 9.5, and you're taking metformin. Like I said, are you cool with that? I mean, or are you looking for a way out? Because a lot of people are looking for a way out. And if you're looking for that way out, you're in the right spot. 3-month check, my A1C. I'm tired of trying to fix it. So if you're tired of trying to fix it, Sheila, then you should join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. If you are tired of trying to fix it, you join that 14-day challenge. It is a proven system. It says if you follow this blueprint for 14 days, this nutrition blueprint, I'm a nutritionist. I teach people how to eat correctly for blood sugar specifically. That's what I specialize in. Helping people how to eat, teaching people how to eat specifically for high blood sugar, to get their blood sugar in the normal range. In 14 days, put together a masterpiece, basically. I put together a blueprint. You follow this blueprint, if you're suffering from insulin resistance, you will get yourself off of that blood sugar roller coaster. 3-month check A1C was a 10.9 to now a 5.8. I did the work. That's it, Kayla. That's it, Kayla. Shout out to you. Thank you for saying that, Kayla, because a lot of people ask me, how do I lower my A1C? And I tell them, well, you're gonna have to show up, you're gonna have to do the work, and you gotta do it again tomorrow. You're gonna show up, you gotta show up, you gotta do the work, and you gotta do it again tomorrow. That's how you get it. What is the work? Having a peaceful mind, having an active body, clean eating, effective sleep, alcohol substance abuse. Shut it down. Those areas. That's the work. You do that work day in and day out, just like Kayla just said. For 3 months, she lowered her 5 points. A1C, 5 points. Some of my clients lowered their A1C in 2 weeks from an 8 to a 6 in 14 days. Folks, it's possible. You just got to do the work. There's no way around it. You can try to dance around it. You can try to like skip it. You can try to do everything in your power to avoid doing the work. But you want to know what's going to happen? You are going to stay stuck. I promise you, you are on everything. The more you dance around the solution, which is doing the work, lifestyle medicine, the more you dance around that, the longer you're going to stay stuck. The longer you're going to be like, I wish I would, I should, I'm tired of this. Depends on how tired. Are you tired enough to do the work? If you're that kind of tired, then you should join the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Use that discount code, save 20. All right. Here it is. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it a lot. A lot came up. All right. Will Smith, nice name. Hi, my A1C is a 7.5, and I'm a diabetic with eye problems, bleeding in the eyes. Okay, Victor, that sounds. I mean, Vicks for cough. That sounds pretty daunting, pretty terrible. The question is, how bad is the pain? You gotten to the point where the pain is bad enough for you to make a change? Because if nothing changes, then nothing is going to change. I'm gonna just keep it super real with you. That sounds like a pretty painful stuff that you're going through. But the question is, how much pain? Because a lot of people say they're in pain, but they're not in enough pain to make a change yet. They're not in enough pain to do the work. How? What do I do? I'm telling you what you got to do. It's called lifestyle medicine. That's the only way that you're going to get around it. Having a peaceful mind, writing this prescription for yourself, having a peaceful mind, having an active body, clean eating, and effective sleep. So that's what you got to do. You want to know more about that? Click that link in my bio. Go register for the masterclass. Free masterclass. You got to cut out the BS. Yeah, you do got to cut out the BS. Cut the crap. Thank you for saying that, Kayla. You got to cut. I call it cut the crap. Yeah. Okay. Let's get into it. You know what? Let's get into it. Do me a favor, folks, and put the words. What are we getting ready to play? We're getting ready to play. Who's ever played Tetris? You've ever played Tetris growing up as a kid? We're getting ready to play blood sugar. Maybe not even as a kid. Maybe as an adult. We're getting ready to play a game of blood sugar Tetris. What happens when you eat certain foods? What happens when you eat fat? What happens when you eat protein? What happens when you eat carbohydrates? What happens to your blood sugar? We're going to find out in that game of blood sugar Tetris here in a second. Went from a 7.2 down to a 6.4 in 3 weeks. Yeah. Still going down. Yeah, buddy. That's it. Yeah, buddy. It's 3 weeks. I'm telling people you can do it. They just said they went from a 7.2 to a 6.4 in 3 weeks. That's almost a point in 3 weeks. You tailor it, you focus on what you got to do. You can do it. It's possible. People will be like, well, how can you do that? And it takes 3 months, right? It takes 3 months. No, it doesn't. It takes 3 months to see the overall picture. Yeah. But it can take as little as 2 weeks to see an impact in your overall, in your A1C, and as little as 2 weeks, as they just proved, 3 weeks. Losing your sight should be a knife for motivation. Losing your sight should be enough motivation. For most people, it's not. For most people, it's not. It takes something super serious. Because here's the thing about humans. We don't take anything serious until it gets serious. Losing someone losing their sight, they may not be in enough pain yet. They may stay to the point. I still haven't hit. I lost my sight, but I still haven't hit rock bottom yet. That's what it took for me to change. It took for me to hit rock bottom for me to change. Other than that, I probably wouldn't be here right now. If I didn't have a life-altering event, I would not have changed. I would still have diabetes, heart disease, and obesity, and I probably wouldn't be here due to the heart disease. That was 5-6 years ago. Let's see. Mine is 11.5. Losing your eyesight should be enough. Yeah, I'm going to do it as well. Yeah, me too. Okay. Just got kidney stone and weighing 221, 5'10", male. You think I can reset my chemicals? If you hang out with me, boss, I got you. You hang out with me in that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. I promise you, it's different. Your blood sugar is not going to look the same. All the hormones, chemicals, I think that's what you're referring to. All your hormones are going to be getting themselves back in line, especially that hormone called insulin, right? Dropped 22 pounds as well. How did they do it? They did the work. They did the work. That's I'm going to tell you right now. Now I never went from 11 to 12.2. Okay. 3 months, my A1C results literally were 3 months ago. My A1C was literally what is average blood sugar over 3 months? 3 months for A1C result. Or do you want to know what the normal range is? I'm not sure your question, but a 5.3, a 4.9 to a 5.3 ish is about a normal range. You want your A1C to fall within that area. 4.9, 4.8. 5, somewhere around a 5 is where you want it, like right at the 5-ish. That's where you want it. Did you ever have a kidney stone? No, I did not have a kidney stone. I did not. I just started November 2nd, looking forward for great results. You started a 14-day challenge on November 2nd, a couple of days ago. Is that what you're saying? Hey, Lucas? How do we do the 14-day challenge with you? Number one thing, you got to sign up for it. You got to register for the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. You click right up here and you click on my picture again. It is going to take you to that link in my bio. That link in my bio is where the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge is. It's where everything is. It's where all the goodies are. Yes. Okay. Recovering from surgery. Best way to start. Go register for the quiz. Click that link in my bio. Register for the quiz. Register for the masterclass. Register for all the goodies. There's a quiz there right here. Look, here it is right here. Right here. Click right here. Click on my picture again. That's where all the goodies are. So click up right up here. Click on my picture again. It's going to take you to all the goodies. Let me stand up here. Stand up because class is in session. Here's where all the goodies are right here. Here's where they all are. Right there, you click that link. Here's the quiz, free quiz, masterclass, 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Again, it's for people who are ready for serious change. If you are ready for change, you've gotten to the point where change isn't just desired, it's downright necessary. You should join that challenge. Here we go. Let's find out this game we're playing. Oh, you want to join that challenge? Use that discount code, SAVE20. All right, here we go, folks. Who's ever played this game of Tetris? Who's ever played Tetris? Anybody ever played Tetris? If you're just joining us, my name is Kelley, your Certified Holistic Nutritionist. Coming to you straight from the airways of Houston, Texas. Talk about all things high blood sugar. If you're tired of high blood sugar, you are in the right place. Who's ever played Tetris before? Maybe growing up or maybe in recent years. You played this game of Tetris. Who's ever played it before? Put a me in the chat. Put a me in the chat if you've ever played that game before. Okay, me. We got some me's. Only one person. All right. Only one person ever played that game. Okay. Maybe this game won't make a lot of sense, but I'm gonna make it make sense to y'all then. If only one person's ever played that game. Blood sugar. I thought it was a more popular game. Apparently not. Blood sugar Tetris. Here it is. Okay, we got some folks who played that game. All right, I thought it was just like me and somebody else. I was like, man, it's a small world. I mean, me, love it. Okay, you love it. Thank you. So here it is. We're gonna play blood sugar Tetris, though. It's a game. This is the game that you're gonna have to master. When it comes to lowering your A1C, when it comes to getting off the blood sugar roller coaster, this, folks, is the game you 100% have to master. You don't have to. You got to master it like 90% of it. You got to get like a 90 on the quiz, on this test. Here it is. You played that game. For those who haven't played that game, let me show it to you. For those who haven't, let me show it to you. Here it is, right here. For those who've never heard of that game, here it is, right here. Tetris. Boom. There it is, right there. The point is to get the blocks. You look at all those blocks, all those different blocks. Yeah. Tetris. They look like, look, here it is. Here's another picture. This is Tetris. That's Tetris, folks. That's it. Here we go. The point of the game is to get those blocks in the right location and to not let the blocks pile up. That is the point of the game. Let me see if I can get a better angle. The light's driving me crazy, folks. So bear with me when it comes to this light. I'm trying. But here we go. There's some pieces of this game. You got the F, you got the fats. You've seen the blocks in the game. Different pieces. You've got the proteins. And then the carbs are going to be the big blocks. Those are going to be the carbs. Oops. Carbs. Okay, let's play this game. Blood sugar Tetris. The idea is to get our A1C to a 5.3. Put a me in the chat, folks. If you would love to get your A1C to a 5.3, put a me in the chat. Put a me in the chat. If you say, hey, mate, my A1C is, maybe it's at a 9.7, or I'm taking glipicides, or I'm taking all of this different stuff to try to get my numbers down. Who would love to get their A1C to a 5.3? What would that mean to you if you can get your A1C to a 5.3? Who'd love to do that? Yeah, a lot of me's. A lot of me's. 5.3. 5.3 going once, 5.3 going twice. There it is. Okay, that's a great number. But here's the thing. To get there, we got to find out how blood sugar works. We got to find out this game that we're playing. Who can tell me what happens to your blood sugar in this game of blood sugar Tetris whenever you eat fats, folks? Whenever you eat fats, can you tell me what happens to your blood sugar? Does it go up? Does it go down? Does it stay the same? Does it go up slightly? Like, who can tell me what happens in this with your blood sugar whenever you eat fats? Avocados, nuts and seeds, olive oil, maybe some butter. What happens whenever you eat this? Okay, we got some guesses in here. Somebody said goes up. Somebody said, all right, stays the same. Blood sugar goes up if you eat fat. Okay, we're talking about fats. That's where we're at. We're over here. We're talking about avocados. We're talking about nuts and seeds. We're talking about, for me, it stays the same or rises about 5 points. Okay. Down. Okay. Those are some great answers. Here's the answer. Whenever you eat fats, things like avocados, nuts and seeds, and all that stuff, butter, whatever, your blood sugar is generally going to stay the same. Yeah, it may go up, someone said, like 5 points. Like Generally, it's going to stay the same. It's going to stay flat. It's stable. Exactly. That's the word. It stays stable, just like that. Like a straight line, almost. When you look at your monitor, it's just pretty much not gonna move. It'll stay the same. So that's what happens to your blood sugar whenever you eat fats. Okay, that's just like in Tetris. So in Tetris, think of it like this game of blood sugar Tetris. You can put the blocks wherever you want. Here's why. Because these blocks are coming down slowly. The fat blocks are coming down super, super slowly. So you can move them around. You know how when you play Tetris, you move it around. You're playing with it. You all the way over in this corner, all the way over in that corner. And then the blocks. You can finally put the block in the right location, all the way down at the bottom. Okay, so that's the fats. Who can tell me what happens to your blood sugar whenever you eat protein? What happens to your blood sugar? Any guesses on what happens to your blood sugar whenever you eat protein? Folks, throw it in the chat. What happens to your blood sugar? Does it go up? Does it go down? Does it stay the same? Does it stabilize? I mean, what does it do? This is what you got to know, because we're playing a game. You got to be the master of this game. I promise you, you do. So you got to know how these pieces work. Let's see. What happens to your blood sugar? Level stays the same. Nothing, still stable. Okay, level stays the same. That's what everybody's saying. It doesn't move. Any other guesses on what happens to you when you eat steak, when you eat, a chicken, when you eat turkey, when you eat tofu, tempeh, eggs, whatever? What happens to your blood sugar at that point? All right, so nothing stays stable. Okay, that's the verdict. So you're saying it stays the same as fats. So you're saying it stays the same as fats. But here's what happens whenever you eat protein. Things like those things I just named. Your blood sugar does go up, but it goes up a little bit. Doesn't go up by a lot. Doesn't go up by, something tremendously. It does go up, but it's not anything that you can't handle. Yeah, it rises a little bit. That's it. It's kind of like if you live in California and you turn on the news later on at night, tonight, let's say if you're in California, you're at work today, and you turn on the news tonight, and they say that there was an earthquake an earthquake in your neighborhood. You're like, I didn't know there was an earthquake. I didn't even feel it. Well, it's the same thing that's happening to your blood sugar. Whenever you eat protein, the reason that they didn't feel that because it was so low on the Richter scale, the same thing with the protein. When you eat protein, yeah, it does raise your blood sugar, but it's not anything that you can't handle. It's not anything that the insulin cannot handle. Insulin doesn't even come into play really when you use fats. Insulin comes into play a little bit whenever you eat protein. But again, it's so minimal, it's not anything that you can't handle. So it's good. Protein is good. So the blocks are coming down. They're coming down a little bit faster, a little bit bigger blocks. But hey, nothing you can't handle. So those are good. So those are the proteins. Okay. Who can tell me what happens now? We're up in the stakes. Now we're in the higher levels of the game. Who can tell me what happens to your blood sugar whenever you eat carbohydrates? Things like bread, pasta, like lasagna, rice, all Little Debbie snack cakes, Mountain Dews, Ho-Ho Twinkies, Ding Dongs, Cheetos, Takis, Coca-Cola. Who can tell me what happens to the blood sugar at that point? Does it stay the same? Okay, here we go. We got some answers. We got some spikes. We got some, spikes. It goes up. Let's see, what else? What happens to your blood sugar whenever you eat all of that stuff? Yeah, it spikes. Yep, spikes. Your blood sugar rises. That's it. It does rise. So I want you to think the carbohydrates in this game of Tetris as the big blocks. These are the big blocks, and they're coming down really fast. This is the higher level of the game. So they're coming down like this, the big blocks. They're coming down like this. They're coming down like that. They're coming down like this. It's like they're coming down. I mean, they're coming. When we say we're coming, we're coming. We are coming. This is what these blocks are saying. You're in a higher level. You're on like level 10. So what happens in the game of Tetris whenever your blocks pile up, whenever your blocks start coming in too fast and you can't handle it, and the blocks, they just start coming in and coming in and coming. You're playing Tetris, you're like, oh, the blocks are coming in. What happens in that game when those blocks pile all the way up to the top? Who can tell me what happens in that game of Tetris? Let me see. What happens in that game of Tetris when your blocks pile all the way to the top? Right here. They're piling up to the top. Any guesses? It's game over. It's game over. Any other guesses? What happens in this game of Tetris, the video game I'm talking about, when those blocks pile up to the top? Okay, only one person. All good. All good. But here it is. You're right. You're right. Yes, that's it. It's game over. Game over. You play Tetris, here it is. It's game over. It's game over. I'm going to show you another one. It's game over. You see that? You see the chips piled all the way up to the top. Over here on this screen as well. You see the chips, they piled all the way up to the top. It's game over. That's what it says. One more. It's game over. That's it. That's what happens in this game. But here's the thing. In that video game, you can press the reset button. And you can play another. If you lose that game, you can play another game. That's it. You can just press the reset button, start a new game. Yep. Retry. Yep. But here's the thing. In the game of life, the game of real blood sugar Tetris, there is no pressing the reset button. When the game's over, the game's over. When those chips pile up to the top and they continue to pile up to the top, if you're insulin resistant, folks, you have insulin resistance, those blocks are gonna pile up a lot quickly. What do I mean by the blocks? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna give you an illustration of what I mean when I say these blocks. This, folks, is how much blood sugar your body wants to see at any given time. A teaspoon. This is a teaspoon. You play a game of blood sugar Tetris, you drink a Coca-Cola. You want to know how many teaspoons of Coca-Cola, teaspoons of sugar are in a Coca-Cola? A Coke? About 10. 9.6 to be exact. 10 teaspoons of sugar are in one Coca-Cola. But your body is only your body only wants to see one. So you drink a Coca-Cola, you just gave your body 10 times the amount of sugar that it needs. Your body is insulin is going to go through the roof. What does that mean in real life? Coca-Cola, you just basically drink it. I'm going to put in 10. 10, this is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 10 right here. That's 10. Okay. From 1 to 10 in a matter of however long it took you to drink that. Imagine if you drink another Coke. If you drink one Coke in the morning and you drink another Coke in the evening. And you're already insulin resistant. So if you're already insulin resistant, These again, these blocks are going to come down super, 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 super fast. And the faster you're going to lose the game. But here's the thing. I told you, in that game, you can press the reset button. When they say it's time to amputate your toe, there is no pressing the reset button when they say it's time to amputate your toe. Because the blood sugar, because you played this game all wrong. There is no pressing the reset button, like someone said when we talked about losing your sight. There is no pressing the reset button on that. There is no reset button when they press when your kidneys have failed. There's no reset button. And the ultimate, you pay the ultimate price, like my sister did. My sister, at the age of 55 years old, 2 years ago, in 2023, passed away in her sleep from complications of diabetes, aka blood sugar Tetris. My sister had diabetes for many, many years, like 20 years. And one day, her game was over while she slept. So I say all that to say, if you want to get your A1C to a 5.3, like everyone said that they wanted to do, before we started this game, everybody said I want to get my A1C to a 5.3. Okay. You want to get your A1C to a 5.3, there's some work you're going to have to do. Now, if this is making sense to y'all folks, on this game of blood sugar Tetris, put a health yes in the chat. Well, you know what? Let me finish talking about insulin first. Insulin, when your blood sugar is high, when all this stuff's going in, all this sugar's going in, your insulin's way up here. Your insulin's like the overseer. This is where insulin's hanging out. It's like the overseer. Like insulin's watching all of this. It's just like I'm watching you. Insulin's watching how much the fats. Insulin's watching the protein. Insulin is watching the carbs. Insulin, folks, is the most important hormone in your body. It's the most important hormone in your body. So if it's the most important hormone in your body, how you play this game of blood sugar Tetris you need to be a master at playing this game, I'm telling you. Make it to the higher levels. When you fix all this stuff, when you start to master these areas, these 3 areas of eating, insulin will start to go down. Type 2 diabetes, folks, means you've got too much insulin. Contrary to popular belief, the reason when you have to take insulin, like if you're a type 2 diabetic and you have to use insulin, it's not what you think it is. It's not because you got too little insulin. It's because you've got too much insulin. That's what the word resistant means. The word resistant means that another way of saying, to make it easier for folks, instead of them saying resistant, it should be tolerance. You built up a tolerance. You've built up a tolerance to the insulin. Why? It's because you kept giving too much of it. You kept giving too much of it. Look at that. All of that. Every time you drink a Coca-Cola, insulin goes through the roof. More insulin. More insulin. Every time you Ho-Ho Twinkies, more insulin. Little Debbie's, more insulin. More insulin. More insulin. It's like an endless game. Insulin is just going crazy all the time. And as a result, your cells build up a tolerance to that because it's come around for too much. Kind of like when you drink alcohol. You drink alcohol to get drunk. Remember the first time you had a drink? Oh, it was easy. You just drink one drink and you're like blood sugar, like, oh my God. You're like, they're carrying you out of there after one drink when you first started drinking. But then as the years went by, you be like, I need 1 drink, 2 drinks, 6-pack, whole 6-pack. And you're still like, oh, I'm good. I can still manage. Why? That's because you built up a tolerance to it. The alcohol. You built up a tolerance to the alcohol. It's the same thing with the insulin. You built up a tolerance to it because you're just putting out more and more and more and more and more and more and more insulin. Now your cells are like, we just stopped listening, man. So when you put more insulin from the outside, it's basically saying, how does someone get drunk? Like if you've been drinking for a long time, like how do you get drunk? You get drunk by drinking more. That's how you get drunk. You drink more. And you'll get drunk eventually. And it's the same thing with the insulin. How do you get the blood sugar to go into the cells? You just keep on giving more insulin, more insulin, more insulin, more insulin, more insulin. That's why you need help from the outside. Give me more insulin from the outside, more insulin. Prescribe more insulin. Does that make sense, folks? All you did was you're just building up a tolerance. That's all you're doing. You're just making the condition worse. You're just giving more and more insulin resistant. You got to reverse the thing. How do you get how does someone who's an alcoholic lower their tolerance from alcohol? Oh yeah. They stop drinking for a while. They just stop drinking for a while. Maybe like you stop drinking for a month, you go back and you have another drink, you're going to be like, whoa, feel that? It's the same thing with the insulin. If you stop eating all the stuff that you're drinking, eating all the crap and the diesel fuel and all that stuff, the insulin will start to go down. I promise you it will. That's just how it goes, folks. So this is making sense to y'all. This game of blood sugar Tetris. Put a health, yes, or put Tetris in the chat if this is making sense to you on this game of blood sugar Tetris. I want you to put Tetris in the chat. Okay? If this is making sense to you. Because this is what we're gonna be, this is what the monster we're fighting. All right, Tetris. We got some Tetrises in the chat. Yeah, Tetris. Okay. This is making sense to y'all. Tetris. Yeah. Tetris. Yeah. Win that game. Win that game of Tetris. Now I'm going to teach y'all. And now that's good. That's good. Everybody is understanding this game, this game of blood sugar Tetris. I love it. I love it. Here it is, folks. You want to play this game of blood sugar Tetris? If you've been playing this game all wrong, you're like, yo, I've been playing this game all wrong, man. I need some help. I need some help on how to play this game better because I've been playing it wrong, man. Because I ain't trying to let the blocks pile up on me. Here it is. Here's how you get to the quiz. There's a quiz, masterclass, 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, folks. Here it is. Check this out. If you want to play this game a lot better, you want to win the game and not lose the game, here it is. Click right here. Here's where everything is. Here's the quiz. Go take the quiz, folks. It is a 2-minute quiz that you can take to understand and learn your diabetes management style. Have you been doing a great job playing this game, or have you been not doing a great job of playing this game of blood sugar Tetris? This is what this quiz is going to tell you. The masterclass, there's a free masterclass right there, 45-minute masterclass. If you're serious about your health, you're serious about playing this game better, you want to go register for that masterclass. It's a 45-minute free masterclass. All you got to pay is attention. That's all you got to pay is attention. But for my folks who said, you know what? I'm ready to play this game a whole lot better, and I'm ready to play this game right like now. I'm ready to win this game because I want to be here for my family. I want to be here for to walk my kid down the aisle. I want to be here to dance at my great-granddaughter's wedding or something. Be at my kid's graduation. That's what I want to do. Somebody said, I played the game wrong for years. I finally read the manual, Now I'm playing the right way. That is the best quote I've ever asked. When it comes to blood sugar Tetris, that's one of the best things I've ever heard. That's real. You learn to play this game a whole lot better. And I'm going to teach you how to play this game a whole lot better. If that's you, if you're ready to play this game a whole lot better, if you're serious about it, you should join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Where is it? It's right here. 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Quiz is free. Masterclass is free. Challenge is the only thing that I got to charge you for, because it's real people who are really serious about playing this game. Real people who are really serious about playing this game have joined that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. What is it? It is a nutrition blueprint. It says if you follow this nutrition blueprint, like, yeah, I got Tetris up here. I'm being very generic with this Tetris stuff. But once we get into the challenge, oh yeah, we get way more specific on these specific areas. Okay. Just like someone was saying, they lowered their A1C, a point in 3 weeks? Some of my clients have lowered theirs 2 points, from an 8 to a 6 in 2 weeks. Gotten taken off their medication by joining this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. 14 days, it is a blueprint. It says if you follow this blueprint, you will get yourself off of that blood sugar roller coaster. You will play this game a whole lot better. Now, are you still going to be type 2 diabetes? Are you still probably going to have type 2 diabetes? Your A1C is still going to be elevated? Yeah, maybe, but it's going down. If you were at a 14, now you're at a 12. Would that be a bad thing after 2 weeks? If you're at an 8, would being at a 6 be a bad thing? Well, that's what folks have done on this challenge. It's $99 to join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. But if you use the live discount code, SAVE20, you join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge for 20% off. So $79 to join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, where we are playing this game of blood sugar Tetris. Super, super serious. We got some good players who are playing this game. People who have joined that challenge, they're playing this game of blood sugar Tetris. They're winning the game now. They brought years back. They're bringing years back to their life. Because when you knock the sugar off, when you play this game a whole lot better, you start knocking that sugar off, you're going to add years. The more sugar you knock off of your hemoglobin, the more years you're going to add back to your life. We're talking about decades. That's like, how many years, Kelley? Decades. That's how many years you're going to add back to your life or subtract from your life. Either way, you keep playing the game wrong, you will subtract decades from your life. Like I told you, my sister passed away at the age of 55 years old. Now, I don't know about you, but I think 55 is young. That's decades. You ready to play this game a whole lot better? Add some more decades back onto your life. You hang out with me for 2 weeks, I promise you, your life will never ever be the same. I promise you. Your blood sugar won't be the same. Your energy won't be the same. If you can't remember the last time you felt real energy just running through your body, then you should join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. So let's see. Any questions? Any questions? Let's see. Any questions y'all got for your boy? Let's see. Here it is. Tetris. I played the game wrong. Yep. What if you're not insulin? What if you're not on insulin though? No, I'm on Manjaro. Well, it's the same thing. Here's what it is. I'm going to tell you. We're going to go to the next topic, but it should always be lifestyle first, medication second. Lifestyle first, medication second. If you're not on insulin, you're on Manjaro. It should always be lifestyle first. Like, what do I mean lifestyle? Stress management, activity, eating, sleeping. It's a formula. It's called PACE. Maintain your pace. You go register for that masterclass, that free masterclass. I go over that formula. Where do I join from? You click the link in my description, or click the link right here. Click right up here. Click on my picture again. And then you click on that link. That is where the 14-day challenge is. It is in my bio. But my doctor told me it's genetic, okay? Yeah, it is. It is, but it isn't. Right? Your doctor told you wrong, but then again, they didn't tell you wrong. I'm not a doctor. I can't tell you this. I mean, I can't tell you about, medication, getting you off your medication and all that stuff. But here's what I can tell you. I can tell you that there's a little thing called epigenetics. So just because your mother had it doesn't mean that you got to have it. You want to know what I mean by that? Here's the thing. You want to know what I mean by that? Here's what I mean. I was playing the game of blood sugar Tetris all wrong. Check this out. I was playing the game all wrong. That was me, right? That was me back in 2019, 2020, somewhere around there. Look how insecure I am. Look at my stomach, right? It's called obesity, diabetes, and heart disease, all at the very same doctor's visit. Right? All at the very same doctor's visit, right? Look at that. That's called diabetes, heart disease, obesity. My mother had just passed away 2 months before I took this picture. My mother passed away 2 months before I took it. I go to the doctor 2 weeks after I take that picture, and I get diagnosed with the same condition that she just passed away from. So yeah, it's genetic. It is genetic in that way. If you do the same stuff that your family did, you're going to get the same condition that your family did. But on the other hand, if you flip it and live your life totally different, like I did, here's the picture, here's the proof. No more diabetes, no more heart disease, no more obesity. There's the proof. There it is. Genetics had nothing to do with it. Genetics set the stage, but it was my lifestyle that stole the show. Genetics set the stage, but it was the lifestyle, my lifestyle, that stole the damn show. If you were ready for serious change, if you're ready to not, like I did, just like I did, how I did, turn my whole life around, no more diabetes, no more heart disease, you can do the same damn thing. But it's not going to be easy. Everything that you want and don't have is going to be on the other side of something hard. 14-day challenge. Join that challenge. Use that discount code, SAVE20. You join the 14-day challenge for 20% off. What about keto? If you want to do keto, if it works for you, great. But for a lot of people, just being restricted to 30 grams of carbohydrates per day, it's a lot of people don't like it. I don't recommend it. But if it works for you, fantastic. 9.9 A1C, 8.4 in 3 weeks. That's it. Look, from a 9.9, someone just went from a 9.9 to an 8.4 in 3 weeks. You join this. Shout out to you, Kenny. If you join this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, you're gonna do the same thing. I told you, someone went from an 8 to a 6. 14 days. They got taken off of their medication in 14 days by the doctor. He's not answering the question. I answer all the questions. Well, shout out to you, Navy. That is young. That is young. GLP-1 are bad for your organs. Okay? I want to play the game right. If you want to play the game right, you join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. My doctor told me, whatever you do, my doctor told me, whatever you do, your diabetes high because of genetic. Lifestyle first. Genetics sets the stage, but it's your lifestyle that steals the show. That's what I would tell my doctor. If your doctor said that, that's what I would say. Hey, doc, just tell him that. Type 1, more genetic. Yes, type 1 is definitely. Type 1, that's a totally different ball game. That's an autoimmune condition. It's different than type 2. Same high blood sugar, yeah, but how you got it, totally different. Doctors tell us whatever to get more money, our insurance companies. Yeah. You said it, not me. You said the doctor tells whatever to get more money for our insurance companies. Hey, You said it, not me. Okay. Lisa, shout out to you. I did the 14-day. Last A1C was a 10.8 on October 31st. Had A1C, now I'm at an 8.3. Still working at it. See? That's what I'm telling you, folks. Shout out to you, Lisa. Shout out to you. She did the 14-day challenge. October 31st when she started. 10.8. Now, November 4th, a month later, it's at an 8.3? Come on, folks. It's not a game. It's not a game. If you want to join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, just like Lisa did, and get your numbers just like that, use that discount code SAVE20. I'm telling you, folks, when you hang out with me, this is what's going to happen. What did you do? I did the work. Okay? Lifestyle medicine. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about, I cleaned up my eating. It's a lot of things that could be hurting your health, your blood sugar, but it's predominantly what you're eating. Sorry for your loss of your mother and loss of mine for 6 years. I appreciate that. So what do? Again, lifestyle first, medication second. You click that link in my bio, you join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. That's where you can start. That's where you can start. Oh, I need you in my life now. Thank you, Joy. Thank you for saying I need you in my life now. Awesome, yeah. But how can they do that in 3 weeks? You can't have your A1C check every 3 months. Yeah, exactly. Lisa, you can do it in 3 weeks. It's every 3 months to see the overall picture. That's how long it takes to see the overall picture, to see your blood cells completely turn over. But in 3 weeks, you can put a big dent in the whole thing. I lost 40 pounds, low carb, sort of like dirty keto. Okay. Dirty keto. Nice. That's different. How do I join? You click that link in my bio. You click right up here. You click on my picture again. And once you get there, you're going to come to that page. You click that link. So click right up here. Click on my picture again. It's going to take you to that link. And you click on the 14-day challenge and you use that discount code. I'm doing the 14-day challenge. My A1C is an 88 now. A1C or your blood sugar. Probably your glucose, your normal everyday glucose is at an 88. So you're doing the 14-day challenge and now you're at an 88. I love it. I love it. I crave sugar and junction. If you crave sugar, it's because of all the spikes. All of the insulin makes you more hungry. That's when you crave sugar. Junk food. How do you do a blood sugar reset? By you joining that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, you change what's at the end of your fork. You change what's at the end of your fork. You change how your blood sugar responds. You master this game of fats, proteins, and carbs. Yeah, that's it. That's how you do it. That's how you reset it. And that is what we do in the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Clean eating. Day 13 and can't wait. Yep. See, Bridget's on day 13 and she cannot wait to go to the doctor on Thursday. She cannot wait to go to the doctor on Thursday. Why? It's because we already know what's going to happen. You follow the blueprint, you're going to get the same results as everybody who's come on here and said that they joined the challenge and they got their A1Cs down. 2 weeks, a month, whatever. They go back to the doctor, it's down 2 points. Show up, do the work, do it again tomorrow. You want to join that 14-day challenge, use that discount code to save 20. Yep, lifestyle medicine. Yep, lifestyle first, medication second. You cannot fix it with the diet and lifestyle first. Okay, then we can talk about the medication. Yeah, Lisa, what is keto? Keto is just It's you eating a lot of meat, and you're restricting uh your carbohydrates to about 30 grams of carbohydrates per day. Like that's it. Minimal carbohydrates. That's keto. I check my blood in the morning before I eat anything, and it's still high. That's called the dawn phenomenon. That's why it's still high. It's called the dawn phenomenon. There's nothing that you can do about that. It's called the phenomenon. The only thing that you can do is make yourself more insulin sensitive. The only thing that you can do is play this game of blood sugar Tetris a whole lot better. You start understanding the fats, the proteins, and the carbohydrates, when to eat, how to manage your stress, moving your body. That will affect your dawn phenomenon numbers. But again, everybody has high blood sugar in the morning. It's just, how bad is it? But you can bring it down, maybe. Dirty keto means I ate less red meat and fruits, but still low carb. Okay, nice. I love coffee. I only use extra cream, no sugar. Nutritionist told me to switch to whole milk. I wouldn't switch to either. I wouldn't do switch to any of that. You know what I mean? Dairy, I don't recommend dairy, folks. I don't recommend dairy. Dairy is not a healthy fat, contrary to popular belief. All right. Sorry, what do you do? What do you do as far as what? What do you do? What are you apologizing for? Sorry, what do you do? I help people what I do is I help people who are struggling with type 2 diabetes to not to just manage the condition, but to eradicate it, totally eradicate it. How? Using a lifestyle first approach. By playing this game of blood sugar Tetris a whole lot better. That's what I do. Can't seem to find out which cream milk is best for coffee. Hey. If you want to do some cream and milk, I want to make sure it probably might want to be maybe almond milk or coconut milk. You don't want to do real milk. Dairy, folks, I'm telling you. You want to know more about dairy? You want to know about this game of blood sugar Tetris? We're playing this game of blood sugar Tetris. You want to know more about dairy? You will watch Utterly Amazing. UDDERLY, Utterly Amazing. You'll find out, you'll be utterly amazed about dairy. Is this program teaching you how to stay away from sugars? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Most people who are joining this 14-day challenge, after about day 5, day 6, day 7, between day 5 and day 7 is when the sugar cravings start to diminish. You're like, hey, it's day 5, day 6, day 7 of this reset. The cravings are starting to go away. Yeah. So yeah, absolutely. Navy, yeah, thank you so much for the knowledge. And I'm going to sign up for the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. So you sign up for that challenge, use that discount code. Thank you for saying that, by the way. Use that discount code to save 20. You're going to save 20%. Live discount code. You join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge for $79 to get off of the blood sugar roller coaster. Is it worth it? $79 worth it for your health? I think so. I think so. All right, here we go. Garlic bread before bed regulates the blood sugar. Yeah, it will. Oh, garlic before. I thought you said garlic bread. Garlic before bed regulates blood sugar. Yeah, it'll help. It'll help. All right, that helps. Unsweetened almond milk I use for coffee or tea. There you go. That's a better option. That's a better option. That's a better option playing the game of blood sugar Tetris. Almond milk. I don't want sugar anymore. Yeah, see, exactly. Bridget is on the 14-day challenge. Now she doesn't want sugar anymore. It's going to reset everything. Once you fix your blood sugar, you fix everything. When the blood sugar is fixed, insulin, all of that's fixed, you fixed everything. 14 days changed my life way better. I feel like I'm not diabetic anymore. 14 days on a 14-day challenge. change their life, feel way better than they did before. Feel like they're not even diabetic anymore. They probably haven't gone to the doctor and gotten checked up yet. But I can guarantee that you're off of that blood sugar roller coaster. I can guarantee that. If you want to get yourself off of that blood sugar roller coaster, you say, listen, I've been on this roller coaster for too long, man. I've been on this roller coaster for like 20 years, 10 years, and I'm ready to play this game a whole lot better. If that's what you want to do. You want to play this game of blood sugar Tetris a whole lot better, you should join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. You use that discount code, SAVE20. You join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, where I promise you, if you show up and do the work, just like everybody else who's been coming on and saying that they showed up and did the work, and they've gotten amazing results, get outside of your comfort zone for 14 days. It's going to be a little bit painful because you're going to be outside of your comfort zone. But here's the thing. When you lean into the pain, you're going to be unlocking the door to your next breakthrough. Lean into the pain just a little bit. You're going to unlock something, I'm telling you. You lean into the pain for a short period of time, you're going to unlock some stuff. You're going to be like, oh, I didn't even know that this level was here. Join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. We're gonna unlock a whole different level that you ain't even know about. Where do you join the challenge? You join the challenge. That link in my bio. Right here. Here's where it is. You click right up here, and then you click on my picture again. You come right here. You come right up here. A lot of freebies on there, but you click right here, the orange one, other freebies. But the challenge is the only thing that I got to charge you for, because it's real people getting real results in this 14-day challenge. Like I said, it's $79 to join that challenge. Accept the challenge. It's 90. It says 99, but if you use that discount code, SAVE20, you join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge for $79. That is a live discount code. Live discount code. While I'm live, you use that code, you join that challenge for $79, 20% off. But there's a lot of freebies. If you're like, hey, Kelley, I can't afford the $79. I ain't ready yet. Okay, there's a lot of freebies on there. There's a quiz. Go take the quiz, the master class. Go register for that. All you got to pay is attention. Something for everybody on there, I'm telling you. But the the challenge is from people who have said a change is downright necessary. You should join that challenge. Let me see here. I've never had high blood sugar, but I felt a lot better taking your advice. Thank you, Kathy. That's a beautiful thing to say. That's it. Look, folks, you can just do the work. Just like Kathy did. You can just do the work. She never had high blood sugar, but she's doing the work. I'm going to show you what the work is here in a second. It's a lot of questions. Trying to get to all the questions. Mom started with a toe and so on. Don't like sugar at all. So they started with your mom's toe by taking it off? I mean, what do you mean? Mom started with toe and so on. Like they started with her toe and then I don't know what you mean, but then they took her ankle, like the leg. I don't know. When you get off of sugar, your mentality is amazingly strong. Yeah, exactly. You're absolutely right. Gen X realtor. You get off of the sugar, you start getting all that excess glucose out of your bloodstream. The brain fog starts to clear up. You're like, oh, no more brain fog. You were like, I wake up, I feel clear-headed. Yeah, it's a great feeling, man. I'm telling you, folks, you can take that. Thank you for saying that. You can take medication until you're blue in the face, just like this pen, but it ain't gonna mean a damn thing if you do not get your lifestyle right first. Blue in the face. Let's see. Mom started off with the toe and so on. When you get off of sugar, yeah, I read that one. 14-day challenge has changed my life with a better A1C 5.9. Now it's at a 5.3. Shout out to you, Holly. Shout out to you, Holly. It's people are joining the challenge, man. This is a crazy. These results are coming in like crazy. People who join the challenge. I'm telling you, you do the work, you're going to get results from a 5.9 to 5.3. All right. Can you show me how to join again? Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm going to show you, see if I can help show me how to join, please. What are your thoughts on using monk fruit? Monk fruit is amazing, but I just bought some the other day. But let me show the folks how to get back to the challenge again. If you don't know where the challenge is, it's right here. You click right up here, and then you click on my picture again. And then you're going to come here. There it is. Click right here. That blue one, that orange one. I'll show you where it is again. The orange one, boom. There it is. 14-day blood sugar reset challenge right there. Accept the challenge. It says $99, but you use a discount code, SAVE20. You're joining the challenge for $79. What are you getting? The same kind of results like everybody else did. People lowering their A1C 2 points, half a point, point and a half. So here it is, folks. If you want to join that challenge, use that discount code, SAVE20. All right, here we go. Some folks are probably going to drop out. They're probably going to drop some folks out. Just joined. I'm listening. Yeah, shout out to you, Bridget. Got to do the work. That's what you got to do, Holly. You got to do the work. What are your thoughts on Ozempic? I think it should be lifestyle first, medication second. If you cannot fix it with the diet and lifestyle first, then we can talk about the medication. So, but you can take all the medication that you want. You can take Ozempic until you're blue in the face. You can take it until you're blue in the face. But it ain't going to make a damn difference. It ain't going to make a damn difference. If you do not get your lifestyle first, get that right first. Then we can talk about the medication. Okay, can I move so to screenshot the whiteboard? There you go. It's a game of blood sugar Tetris. And we're going to come back. We're going to come back in a minute. We're going to take a little small intermission. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. We're going to take a 10-minute intermission. We'll be back. We're going to come back and we're going to play some more games when we come back. 10 minutes. I've done it. I've done it all. Anything new? You've done what all? You ain't hanging around with me on the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. You ain't done that because I created that. Okay. And it's a proven blueprint that says if you show up and you do this work and you do it again tomorrow, what is it? It's a nutrition blueprint. Same blueprint that over 300 people have joined this 14-day challenge. You have not hang out with me. I promise you it's different. If you're just joining us, come back in 10 minutes and we're going to dive more into it. But once 10 to 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, we'll be back, round number 2. But we're playing a game of blood sugar Tetris. The difference is, here's the difference. Here's the difference. That's called diabetes. That's called heart disease. That's called obesity. Right there. That, it's called no diabetes, no heart disease, no more obesity. What's the difference is I've been there and I've done it. What's the difference is you show up and you do the work just like I did. The same blueprint that I used, which is all about the nutrition. There's a whole bunch of things that could be hurting your health, but it's predominantly what you're eating. It's a whole bunch of things that could cause you to have high blood sugar, but it's predominantly what you're eating. I'm going to show you in 14 days what you've been eating is the real culprit. That's what's different. I'm a practitioner. I'm just not some dude just talking trash. Okay? That's what's different. What's different is I used to be in the Navy. And what's different is they taught me how to be a master training specialist. Well, I'm going to take something so complicated and make it so simple that you'll understand it and you'll want to do it because it's so simple. That's what's different. Okay. If you say you've done it all, then continue to do what you've been doing. If you've done it, if you've done it all, and none of that's working, then you got to just continue to just do what you've been doing. If you've done it all, just continue to, if you keep doing the same thing, guess what's going to be the same? Everything's going to be the same. If nothing changes, nothing is going to be the same. I mean, nothing's going to change. It's going to be the same. You hang out with me for 14 days, it ain't going to be the same. No sugar, no carb, no protein, clean eating, no processed foods. Okay, Carrie, you might be too far gone. You might say, you know what, I've done it all. I've done it all, Carrie, and maybe this won't work for you. But I know for it, if everybody who else has followed the blueprint, it's worked for them. What makes you any different? So hey, it's your choice. It's choice time. I've done it all, and I think you're okay when or why you're here. I've done it all, and you think you're okay, then why are you here? I don't know. But my blood sugar is still high. If your blood sugar is still high, and these people have taken their A1C from an 8 to a 6, and they've gotten off of the blood sugar roller coaster, the question is, what makes you any different than them? You're no different than them, Carrie. I promise you, you aren't. You bleed red just like they do. Your hemoglobin's red just like theirs is. But all right, folks, we'll be back. We'll be back. That's the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. We'll be back in 10 minutes, folks. So go grab yourself a refreshment. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Well, don't go too far. We'll be back. But if you want to, in the meantime, you want to join that challenge, use that discount code, SAVE20. What if insulin in my body is functional mishap that won't change? What if insulin resistance in my body is a functional mishap that food won't change? A functional mishap like what? Talking about like steroids? You're talking about like stress? It's your lifestyle first. Doesn't have to be, maybe it's not the food. Maybe it's how you're managing your stress. Maybe it's how you're not moving the body. Maybe it's how you're not getting enough sleep. Maybe it's the alcohol, or maybe it's the other drugs interacting with one another that's causing you to be more insulin resistant. So there is an answer. I promise you that there is. If one way doesn't work, you try again. There's a solution. I promise you that there is. So all right, folks, we'll be back in about 10 minutes. 15 minutes. We'll give it 15 minutes. We'll be back 15 minutes, folks. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you in a few. This is Kelley signing out. I'll be back in a few. We'll be back in 10 minutes, folks. Or 15, sorry. Man, these sorry bastards, man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out a different way. Yeah. Every day, yeah. I try to set my time and see I'm gonna get off by this time. They still got me. It was an hour and a half because I was getting ready to get off. I set a timer to get off on my own. How we doing, folks? It's Kelley. We're back. I told you we'd be back. We took like a 15, 20-minute intermission. Welcome back. It's Kelley. We're back. How we doing? We're back for round number 2 of this live. We're back. Did you if you're just joining us, my name's Kelley, your certified holistic nutritionist, coming to you straight from the airways of Houston, Texas, as we do each and every day. Well, most days. We do on most days. Saturday, except for Sunday. All days except for Sunday. But we're going to change our schedule here. We're just going to be Monday through Friday. Starting here soon because it's basketball season. But here it is. Well, I referee basketball, so I can't be here on the weekends. But I can be here Monday through Friday, though. I can be here. But here it is, folks. Do me a favor and share this live out with anybody that you know that is struggling with high blood sugar, struggling with insulin resistance, struggling with all of that stuff, struggling with erectile dysfunction, pre-diabetes, gestational diabetes, all of that stuff. What's up, Netta? Share this live out with anybody that you know that's struggling with this condition. Therefore, they ain't got to struggle anymore. We don't want them to struggle anymore. Because here's the thing. Type 2 diabetes is a dietary and lifestyle-driven condition. Insulin resistance is a dietary and lifestyle-driven condition. So if it's the diet and lifestyle that caused the condition, shouldn't it be the diet and lifestyle that gets you out? So that's the question. To do things, to have different stuff, we're going to have to do things a little bit differently. To have better blood sugar, we're going to have to do things differently. If you want different things, you have to do things differently. That's just how it goes. Because if you keep on doing the same thing, you're just going to keep on getting the same results that you got. So it's Kelley. We're back for round number 2. This is back for round number 2. We took a little intermission, but we're back now. Put in the chat if you're back for round number 2. If you were here earlier, we took a little intermission, 15-minute break, 15, 20-minute break, but we're back again. If this is your second go around, put round number 2, or if this is your first time today, because we're back for round number 2 to talk more about insulin resistance and how to defeat this monster. How to defeat this villain. You're quite welcome, Kathy. I think you were here earlier. Were you here earlier? Are you here for round number 2? I think you were here earlier. I think that name sounds familiar. But yes, type 2 diabetes is a dietary and lifestyle-driven condition. Yeah, round number 2. Shout out to you, Kathy. We're going to go a little bit different. For round number 2, we're going to start talking more about lifestyle medicine. What is the medicine that I've been talking about? This medicine that is saving a lot of people. This medicine this miracle medicine. It's a miracle medicine, folks. But here's the thing. This medicine's been around for many million, a millennia. But we fail to cash in on it. What is this medicine? Oh, yeah, it's called lifestyle medicine. That's what it's called. It's the most powerful form of healing that there is. Here's what I believe. Real talk, here's what I believe. I know that it should always be lifestyle first, medication second. If you cannot fix it with the diet and lifestyle first, man, you're going to be able to, okay, then if you can't fix it with the diet and lifestyle first, okay, then we can talk about the medication. But lifestyle first, medication second. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to insulin resistance, when it comes to life-saving stuff, but insulin resistance is different than if you were to, let's just say, get into a car wreck or something like that, and the doctor's like, we need you to take this medication right now to save your life. Like, take the medication. Okay, listen to your doctor. Take the medication right now, immediately. But when it comes to things like a lifestyle related condition, like insulin resistance, okay, then we're talking something totally different. We're not talking about the same kind of medicine that the doctor just gave us because of that car wreck we just got into. God forbid. Or we get hit by the bus. You need a different type of medicine. But when you get insulin resistance, that's only one type of medicine that can cure that. Or that there's only one type of medicine that can reverse that, insulin resistance. And then, like I said, it's called lifestyle medicine. You can try to avoid it. You can try to go around it. But no matter what you do, you ain't going to be able to go around it. You're going to have to face it head on. What stands in the way becomes the way. That's what we're going to talk about today, folks. It's Kelley, your certified holistic nutritionist, coming to you straight from the airways of Houston, Texas. Been in Houston, Texas now for 11 years, talking about all things pre-diabetes, gestational diabetes, insulin resistance, all of that stuff. But here's the thing about lifestyle medicine, folks. Here's the thing about it. Only person that can prescribe yourself this medication, like me, for instance, I had diabetes, heart disease, and obesity. But what's crazy is I was diagnosed this all at the very same doctor's visit. Diabetes, heart disease, and obesity, all at the very same doctor's visit. You want to see what I'm talking about here? Here's what I'm talking about. If you're just joining, if you're new, put new in the chat. If you're new to me, put new in the chat. If you are new, folks. If you never heard of me from a hole in the wall, from a can of paint, okay? Put a new in the chat, folks. And put where you're from. My name's Kelley, your certified holistic nutritionist, coming to you straight from the airways of Houston, Texas. Shout out to y'all for my new folks. Here it is, my new folks. Folks, if you're just joining us, here it is for my new folks. This is the result of lifestyle medicine, folks. That's it. That was my before and that was my after. I'm wearing the same clothes to let you know, hey, listen. Just because I got diagnosed with diabetes, heart disease, and obesity doesn't mean that I couldn't change my lifestyle. Doesn't mean that I couldn't change my lifestyle, which was the cause of it, which was the root cause of my insulin resistance. But here's the thing, though. I could have took a bunch of medication. I could have took medication until I was blue in the face. That's how much medication. You said, Kelley, how much medication could you have taken when you got diagnosed with diabetes and heart disease and obesity and all that stuff? How much medication could you have taken? Well, I'll put it to you in this perspective. Like I tell you, I could have took it until I was blue in the face. Just like this. And it wouldn't even matter. It would not have mattered. Because all of those conditions that I had, diabetes, heart disease, and obesity, was not caused by the medication. You want to know what it was caused by? Oh, yeah. It was caused by my lifestyle choices. Okay? That's what it was caused by. Can you go figure that? People always ask me, well, Kelley, what kind of medication did you take? Well, when I tell them the medication, they're like, yeah, I don't want that kind of medication, Kelley. I thought it was like a magic pill or something. Isn't it like a magic pill I can take to lose all the weight, to get my A1C to back to where I wanted to be, to 5.3? Who would love to get their A1C back to a 5.3? Do me a favor, put a me in the chat if you would love to get your A1C back to a 5.3. All right, who would love to do that? Put a me in the chat. You love to do that. Me. Somebody put a B, but a me. Put a me in the chat if you love to get your A1C back to a 5.3. 5.2, 5.3. That's what I did. All right, mine was at a 6.5. Now it's at like 5.2. That's where it hangs out. It's been that way for the last 4 years since I lost all the weight. Yeah, me. Everybody would love to get their A1C back to a 5.3. That means you're not. That means you're very insulin sensitive. That means you don't have that means you don't have to worry about your blood sugar being crazy. You don't have to worry about the energies, all of that stuff. 5.3. But here's the thing. To do that, there's only one way. And it's through the power of your lifestyle. Having a peaceful mind, having an active body, clean eating, and effective sleep. It's the only way. Because you've tried it before. I know you've tried everything. I know you tried everything. But you hang out with me in as little as 14 days. Someone is asking, how long does it take? You hang out with me in as little as 14 days. And my blood sugar reset challenge. If you hang out with me in that blood sugar reset challenge for 14 days, I promise you that your life will never be the same. Your blood sugar will never be the same. If you are struggling with insulin resistance and high blood sugar, if you show up and you do the work and you follow this nutrition blueprint, it is a blueprint, this 14-day challenge. You follow this blueprint, I promise you, if you do the work, that's the key word though. That's the only stipulation. That's the only stipulation. It's a blueprint. But here's the thing. Keyword is if you do the work, you can get yourself off of that blood sugar roller coaster. Are you still going to have diabetes after 2 weeks? Yeah, you still have diabetes after 2 weeks. That picture that I showed you, those pictures, that was over a year. I did that over a year. Where I showed you the whole transformation, that was over a year. But in the short term, how long does it take to see the whole picture? It takes 3 months to see the whole picture. But in the short term, in as little as 14 days, you can put a huge dent in your A1C. You can get yourself off of the blood sugar roller coaster. The highs, the lows, the ups, the downs. Where do you do that? We do that in that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. That's what we do. It is a nutrition blueprint. If you want to join that challenge, there is a discount code. For my folks, I know you, so for folks who coming back for round number 2. And for my new folks, you use that discount code. There is a discount code for that 14-day challenge. But there's a lot of goodies on my page. If you click that link in my description, the one that says Linktree, there's a quiz there. There's a masterclass there. There's a whole bunch of goodies on there. But right now, we're going to talk about lifestyle medicine. 5.8. Okay. If you're comfortable with it, folks, a lot of people said that they want to get their A1C back to a normal range. All right, let me answer some of these questions. How soon can you start giving myself insulin shots once I change my nutrition blueprint? Well, I can't tell you to get off of your medicine. That's not my job. But I can tell you that people have gotten taken off of their fast-acting insulin during the 14-day challenge. 14 days, they've been taken off of their insulin. I didn't take them off their insulin. Their doctor took them off. If you eat meat every day, will help blood pressure, sugar, blood pressure and sugar. Definitely the sugar. They're gonna help definitely the sugar because you ain't eating carbohydrates. Nothing to spike it. So yeah, it's definitely gonna help with the sugar. Absolutely. Hello, what up? 4 years and still managed to maintain. Shout out to you, Kathy. We're in the same boat. It's been 4 years for me as well. 4 years for you. That's amazing. It's amazing. I'm in. If you're in, you click that link in my description and you join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. You click that link in my TikTok description underneath my profile picture, my TikTok profile picture. You click that link. Click on that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Use that discount code SAVE20 and you join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. If you are struggling with that condition, you should join that challenge. I know I have a CT scan on my kidney. Yes, my score is a 5.8, 8.4. Yep, I just ate 2 pancakes and bacon. I don't know, what are you bragging about that? What are you saying that? Coconut sugar. Sugar is sugar. Doesn't matter if it's coconut sugar or if it's a table sugar, doesn't matter. It's still going to spike your blood sugar. Fructose, still fructose, doesn't matter. Coconut, whatever kind of sugar. I ate 2 pancakes. Yeah, I am already 2 days without sugar. Okay, Miss Depop Bantique. Nice. Baby, and it's hard. It's hard in the beginning. It is very hard in the beginning. I ain't gonna lie. First week is hard. But after that first, you make it through that first 5 to 7 days, you're gonna notice big changes. It's hard in the beginning. Everything's hard in the beginning. What about honey? It's the same. Sugar is sugar. Honey is concentrated sugar, and it's going to spike the hell out of your sugar, the hell out of your blood sugar. So sugar is sugar. Doesn't matter, folks. All right, let's get into it, folks. Do me a favor. Who would love to get their A1C to a 5.3? I think y'all put that in already. But here's the thing that you're going to have to do. It's called lifestyle medicine. So let's get into it. Let's get into what lifestyle medicine is. Let me see. Trying to lift up both cameras. I got 2 cameras over here. One's not working. Here we go. Hold on. Let me lift this up. Here we go. Having a tough time today lifting things up. Here we go. Here we go, folks. Let me see how we're looking. Let me see how we're set up. We're getting ready to talk about all things lifestyle medicine, folks. Hey, this is a magic formula. It's a magic formula. Yep. A1C 5.3. Here's the medicine that you are going to have to prescribe to yourself to get your numbers to a 5.3. To get your A1C to a 5.3, here's the medicine that you've got to prescribe. And here's the thing. I can't prescribe you this medication. Your doctor can't prescribe you this medication. Your spouse can't prescribe you this medication. The only person that can prescribe yourself this medication is you. You're the only one that can prescribe yourself this medication. It's the most powerful form of healing that there is. Let me show you where it is before we get started. Show you where all the goodies are. Here they are. You click that link in my description. See that link right there? It says Linktree. You click that link. That link that says Linktree. Okay. You click on all of it. Look, you click here, you take the quiz. You click right there, you'll take the quiz. You click right here, you're registered for the masterclass. There's a lot of freebies on my page, folks. There's a masterclass right there. And then the 14-day challenge. Here it is right here. Lifestyle medicine. That's what we're doing. We're just focusing on nutrition. That's what we're going to be doing in that 14-day challenge. Quiz is free. Masterclass is free. There's a lot of freebies on there. Challenge is the only thing they got to charge you for because it's real people getting real results in that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge by using the power of just their lifestyle. Here it is. The medicine that you got to prescribe to. If you want to join that challenge, use that discount code SAVE20. Sorry. SAVE20 is the challenge live discount code for the challenge. Here it is. Back to it. 5.3 A1C. How do you do it? Medicine that you got to prescribe. Only person that can prescribe it is you. It's called maintain your pace. You got to maintain your pace. Not anybody else's pace, but your pace. Like I said, it's lifestyle medicine. You're like, well, what the hell's that mean, Kelley? I've heard that before, but I don't know what lifestyle medicine is. Well, I'll put it to you like this. You can take medication until you're blue in the face, but until you master lifestyle medicine, it's not really going to matter. First part of the lifestyle medicine formula and how I reverse my own insulin resistance. I showed you the picture, right? I had insulin resistance. I had type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and all that stuff. Very first thing that you got to do is have a peaceful mind. It's the very first thing that you got to do. Because if you don't have a peaceful mind, stress will be the great equalizer that will cancel everything out. I don't care how much medication you're taking. I don't care how much Manjaros and all that stuff you're taking. If you ain't managing your stress, it's all for nothing. These are the pillars of health. So cortisol is the great equalizer. There's a lot of important hormones in the body, cortisol being one of them. So when you're stressed all the time, you got high cortisol. When you're stressed and you got high cortisol, guess what that means? Where cortisol, adrenaline, blood sugar, this is all getting released. And where blood sugar goes, insulin follows. Where blood sugar goes, insulin follows. So having a peaceful mind is very, very, very important. So who's getting on your nerves? Is your mom getting on your nerves? Your dad, your aunt, your uncle? Who's getting on your nerves? All right, we got to figure out what it is, and we got to put a stop to it or minimize it, because stress will cancel everything out. Here's the prescription. Now, there's a prescription for in each of these areas, but the prescription for having a peaceful mind is the 3 M's, folks. Meditation, mindfulness, meet with your therapist. Whoo, I'm going to say it again, the 3 M's. What are the 3 M's? And this is the prescription. Meditation, mindfulness, meet with your therapist. Those are the 3 M's. So when you're stressed, just think about it. Whenever you're chronically stressed, your body's going to release more blood sugar. And when blood sugar goes, insulin follows. Yep, that's right. So the 3 M's, that's the prescription. Okay. The next part of the prescription is having an active body. This part of the prescription is what people hate the most. They're like, Kelley, people will tell me everything. Kelley, is there a way? Is it possible to be allergic to activity? And I tell them, no, it is not allergic. It is not possible to be allergic to activity, because human beings were designed to move. Human beings are designed to move. We're designed to be active. Netflix wasn't around when human beings were created. Did you know that? Netflix wasn't around. So what do we have to do? We had to go be active. We had to go forage. That's what forage means. Go look for stuff. Go do stuff. Be active. Now, am I saying you got to go out and be a world-class athlete? No, I ain't saying you got to be a world-class athlete. But if you're suffering from insulin resistance, if you've got high blood sugar, then moving your body is going to be one of your best friends. Why? It's because muscles are hungry. Muscles are hungry for the same stuff that you've got too much of. Oh, yeah, blood sugar. So anytime there's blood sugar in the bloodstream, if there's blood sugar in your bloodstream, those muscles, when you start moving your body, those muscles will soak up all of that extra blood sugar in the bloodstream and like, give it to me. It's like Pac-Man. So here's the prescription. So that's why it's so important to move. So here's the prescription. 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week of moderate intensive movement. This is the real medicine, folks, that you've got to prescribe to yourself. 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week of moderate intensive movement. You're like, well, what's moderate intensive movement, Kelley? Well, moderate intensive movement means, like, think of yourself as being on a treadmill. If you're on the treadmill and you can talk, you should be, if you're able to talk, but you can't sing, that's called moderate intensive movement. That little gray area right before, if you're in a treadmill, you're like, I can sing, that means that you ain't maintaining your pace. That means you need to pick up the pace. That's the prescription, an active body. 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week of moderate intensive movement. Does it have to be 5 days? You don't have to be 5 days, but give me at least 4. Give yourself at least 4. Cut back on some of the Netflix. I know the new series just came out, season 4 of The Witcher. Love is Blind just came out. You know, the new season on Netflix. Don't binge watch it. Watch an episode here and there. Don't be binge watching it. Because that time you could be moving your body. People who are moving their bodies tend to live a lot longer. People who move their body tend to have better blood sugar control. Because muscles are hungry. Okay. The C stands for this part right here. This part of the lifestyle medicine formula. To get your number to a 5.3. Who would love to get your number to a 5.3? Like I said, put a me in the chat. You love to get your A1C to a 5.3. Put a me in the chat. Put a me in the chat. And you would love to do that. Like, man, it sure would be nice to have an A1C of a 5.3. That'd be nice. Yeah, I think that'd be nice. If you like that, put a me in the chat. Because we're about to get real now. I was telling you guys about stress. I was telling y'all about being active. I was telling y'all about all that part of the lifestyle medicine. Now, these are very, very important parts of this formula. Very important parts. And there's a lot of things that could be causing you to have a high blood sugar. There's a lot of things that could cause your A1C to be high. But it's predominantly what you're eating. It's predominantly what you're eating. Think about it. We're eating a lot of crap, as I call it. 70 to 80% of the time is what we eat, crap. It's an acronym. Now, we flip that around and start clean eating most of the time. What's clean eating? It's a very, very controversial subject, clean eating. Is it carnivore, vegan? Is it the Mediterranean diet? Is it keto? Is it the werewolf diet? Is it I don't know. Whole bunch of different diets. But here's the thing. You want to focus on clean eating. What's clean eating? Something that was grown from a branch. Something that maybe had a leaf on it. Something that maybe once had dirt on it. Something that once had dirt on it. Fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, whole grains, legumes, aka beans. And leaner sources of protein. So whatever protein source you choose. So whether it's chicken, turkey, whatever you choose. But make sure it's the leaner sources. Chicken, turkey, tofu, tempeh, egg, steak, you know what I mean? Fish. Just make sure it's the leaner sources. We're not talking about processed foods. The other side, processed foods like processed meats, like bacon and salami and all of that. Yeah. That's not clean. Boudin, that's not clean eating, folks. So here's what I want y'all to remember. Here's a prescription. Eat real, whole, unprocessed foods. Eat predominantly real, whole, unprocessed foods. Fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, whole grains, legumes, aka beans, chicken, turkey, tofu, tempeh, eggs, steak, whatever fish, whatever you choose. You do that, you'll be fine. You predominantly eat that, especially the fruits and the vegetables specifically, especially the vegetables. You eat a lot of those. Whoo, that blood sugar, going to be going down before you know it. So clean eating. But here's what I want y'all to remember about clean eating. I want y'all to remember this. If you don't remember anything that I tell you from this clean eating formula, I mean this a lifestyle medicine formula, and it is this. When the diet is wrong, medication is of no use. But when the diet is correct, medication is of no need. Okay? You got it? When the diet is wrong, medication is of no use. But when the diet is correct, medication is of no need. You got it? Okay, you got it. Remember that. The E stands for effective what? Effective what? It's part of the lifestyle medicine formula. The last part of it. Effective. Any guesses? Any guesses going once? Guesses going twice? It's effective sleep, folks. No guesses. All right. Effective sleep. Why is sleep so effective? Here's the prescription. 6 to 9 hours of effective sleep. That's the prescription. To get your A1C back to a 5.3, 6 to 9 hours of effective sleep is a requirement. Why? It's because sleep is when your body recovers, folks. Sleep is when your body is like, hey, I need to recover. Your brain takes a whole lot of blood when you sleep. A whole lot of blood. It's like an energy hog at night. It's soaking up all of the blood. So therefore, you need to give your brain, if that process is interrupted, it is going to cause you to be stressed. It is going to cause your hormones to be thrown out of whack. It's because at night times when your hormones reset themselves. Everything basically gets rebooted in the morning time. When you wake up at nighttime and then you wake up in the morning, everything's rebooted. You're like, oh, you feel fresh and you should be good. You should be ready to go. That's called effective sleep. Now, if you don't get effective sleep, you're going to wake up the very next day more insulin resistant. The very next day. Because the lack of sleep is a stressor. You're going to wake up the very next day, your hormones are going to be thrown off. Your hormones are going to be thrown off. It's going to cause you, especially your hunger hormones, and it's going to cause you to want to eat something. Just go raid the fridge, all because you got a poor night of sleep. So, effective sleep. Here's what else is going to happen. If you don't get effective sleep, you're going to cancel out the whole process. Did you know that you can cancel the whole process? This whole lifestyle medicine formula that I just gave you, the only medicine the only natural medicine that can fix your insulin resistance, it's right here. But they can cancel each other out. A lot of people, because I help people lose weight for a living, so I help people lose weight. That's what I do, and reverse type 2 diabetes. But a lot of times people will say, hey, Kelley, I'm moving my body, I'm clean eating, I'm eating good, I'm following all the stuff, but yeah, man, I still can't lose the weight. I still can't lose the weight. Still can't lose the weight. So we start digging into it. Okay, you're moving your body, you're eating. Okay, I'm gonna say, well, how are you sleeping then? Then they start saying, well, I don't know, or I don't know, I'm not sleeping too well. Okay, well, let's not stop right there. Let's not pass over that. Sleep is a very important pillar. The lack of sleep causes you to be stressed out. And when you're stressed out, remember what happens? Oh yeah, your peaceful mind, it goes out the window. There's no more peaceful mind. Stress is taking over. Cortisol is taking over. Blood sugar is taking over. And where blood sugar goes, insulin follows. And if you're already insulin resistant, that ain't good. That ain't good, folks. So sleep is a very, very important pillar. And that's how they can cancel each other out. Honorable mention section. That's the lifestyle medicine formula. This last part of the formula, this was not part of the PACE, P-A-C-E, but this one's kind of like its own category. But you got to mention it. It gets honorable mention. And that's called substance abuse. That's what it's called, substance abuse. That's the section. We're like, well, what's substance abuse? Substance abuse, things like alcohol or cigarettes or even certain medications like steroids can cause you to be insulin resistant. But let's go back to the main one, the main culprit, which is alcohol. Alcohol, folks, if you're suffering from insulin resistance, alcohol is not your friend. If you are suffering from insulin resistance, alcohol is not your friend. So substance abuse. If you're suffering from insulin resistance, probably not a good idea to have alcohol at all while you're in the red. If you want to get yourself into the black, that alcohol is going to be holding you back. Oh, you see what I did there? You want to get yourself back into the black, it's the alcohol that's holding you back. I just thought of that. So here it is. Let's keep it all the way 100. A lot of people said that they wanted to get their A1C to a 5.3. A lot of people said that. You can do that, but you guys got to master this formula. Here's how you get your A1C to a 5.3. And everybody has the ability to do this. You want to know how I know everybody has the abilities? Just put in there, how do I know that everyone has the ability to do this? To get their number to a 5.3. Put a how in the chat. If you want to know, how I know that everybody has the ability to do this, but most people just don't have enough reasons. Put a how in the chat. And I'll tell you how that everybody has the ability to get their A1C to a 5.3. Nobody's stuck where they are. Nobody is stuck. Nobody is stuck at a high A1C. You're probably just like I was. You're just loyal to your preferences. You're very, very loyal to your preferences. People want to know how. Here's how I know that everybody has the ability. Let's just say hypothetically, if some bad guys came and took this is a movie, bad movie, horror movie, and some bad guys came and they took your kids and they took your little kiddos and they said, hey, and they called you with the ransom and they say, the bad guy, look at this bad guy's right here. Like the bad guy saying, the ransom is for you to get your A1C to a 5.3. And the only way to get your A1C to a 5.3, you cannot use medication. The only medication you can use is this stuff that Kelley's talking about. Having a peaceful mind, active body, clean eating, effective sleep. That's the only medicine that you can use. And we'll give you your kids back. That's the ransom. You get your A1C to a 5.3 and they say, click, and they hang up the phone. And you're like scrambling, like, oh my God. You would do everything in who put a me in the chat, if everyone here will put everything in their power to get their A1C using this formula right here, because they can't, that was the stipulation. The bad guy said you cannot use medicine. Who would use this formula? And who would get their A1C down to a 5.3 as quickly as they possibly could? Put a me in the chat. Yeah, me. Everybody would do everything in their power to get their money, to get their kids back. Everybody would. Everybody has the ability to do this. I'm telling you, I've done it. People who have signed up for the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, they've done it. Even people who have, even before I had the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, they done it. They did it. How did they do it? Oh yeah, they just followed the light. They just maintained their pace, having a peaceful mind, having an active body, clean eating, effective sleep. Everybody has the ability to do this. Most people just don't have enough reasons. If you get yourself some reasons, like hypothetically saying kids, the bad guys took your kids. You got yourself enough reasons. I promise you, you can do the most incredible things. If you've got enough reasons, you can do the most incredible things. Is this hard? Is it hard changing your lifestyle? Hell yeah, it's hard changing your lifestyle. It's hard. But if it's hard, then do it hard. That's it. That's all you got. If it's hard, okay. If it's hard, okay, do it hard then. Because everything that you want, you say you wanted your A1C to a 5.3, everything that you want and you don't have, guess where it is? It's on the other side of something hard. That's what you want to know, where it is. You want to know where it is. You want your A1C to a 5.3. You want to know the honest to God's truth, where it is. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it, nothing. Like I just told you, everything that you want and don't have is outside of your comfort zone. Everything that you want and don't have is on the other side of hard. It's outside of your comfort zone. So if you step out, everything that you want is right there. I'm going to say that again. Everything that you want and don't have is outside of your comfort zone. If you step out, everything that you want is right there. But you got to step out of your comfort zone. You can't stay stuck. Like I told you, you're not stuck. You're just loyal to your preferences. That's all it is. And the second you can realize I'm just loyal to my preferences, like you guys are like, we're tight. You and your preferences are like this. Like it's a bond that no one ever seen a bond like that before. Like the bond between you and your preferences. It's loyalty. You're loyal to the Coca-Cola. You're loyal to the Mountain Dew. You're loyal to Netflix. I talked about Netflix earlier. You're probably loyal just like I was. You're loyal to avoiding movement as much as possible. You're loyal to that. You're loyal to staying up all night watching the game or staying up at the club. You're loyal to that. Those are preferences. Like I said, everybody has the ability to get their A1C to a 5.3. Most people just don't have enough reasons. You get yourself some reasons, and I promise you, you'll get your A1C to a 5.3 naturally, just like I did. Just like I did, folks. So if this is making sense to y'all, I want y'all to put a health yes in the chat. Put a health yes in the chat if this is making sense to you on what the lifestyle medicine formula is. Because this is important stuff. I took a little time on this one because it's important. It's important for you to know what it is that you need to do. To get your A1C to a 5.3, you got to prescribe yourself these medications, and you just got to maintain your pace. It's just one big old circle. That's how it is. How do I get my A1C to a 5.3? Oh, yeah, that's easy. Maintain your pace. That's all you got to do. You just maintain your pace. That's it. You just keep on going around and around like a merry-go-round. You remember you were a kid and they played the song, the little ding, 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 and you're on the merry-go-round and you see your parents like, hey, every time you come around on the horse, you're like, hey, there's my parents again. Hey, there's my parents again. And then the ride starts going faster and you're riding on the merry-go-round. And well, instead of you being a kid and riding the merry-go-round, now you're an adult and you're going to ride the big boy merry-go-round, like the adult merry-go-round. And if you're suffering from insulin resistance, you want to know what the adult merry-go-round is? Right here. Look at this. Just keep on maintaining your pace. It's just an endless, just keep on going around and around and around and around. You got to do it. You got to do this ad nauseum. You got to maintain your pace ad nauseum, man. And people are just looking at you. They're looking at you like, oh my gosh, I'm so nauseated with this guy or this gal maintaining their pace. That's how serious you got to take it. Just like if somebody took your kids for ransom and said you got to get your A1C to a 5.3. You stay up day and night maintaining your damn pace. I know you would. So the question is, if you do it for your kids, why won't you do it for yourself? If you stay on the merry-go-round for your kids, the adult merry-go-round, why won't you stay on that merry-go-round for yourself? You want to know why? It's because you don't have enough reasons. So I'd recommend you go find yourself some, go get some real reasons. Think long and hard about it. Real reasons as to why you deserve better health. And I guarantee you will get your A1C to a 5.3. And that, folks, is how you get your A1C to a 5.3. Are there any questions on how to actually get your A1C to a 5.3 and keep it there? Are there any questions, any misconceptions, any thoughts, ideas, faults, or mistaken misconceptions, anything, folks? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. If any of this made sense about the merry-go-round, let me know. What do you think? Is this making sense to you folks? Let's see. Let's get to your questions. All right. I missed it. Any question? All right. Is this not making sense? Okay. Nobody's saying anything, so it's not making sense. Maybe I got to go over it again. Do I got to go over it again, folks? Do I got to go over it again on what it takes to get your A1C to a 5.3? Because I want to make sure that it's clear. Because a lot of people always ask me, how do you do it? How do you do it, Kelley? All right, I think I'm going to have to go over this thing again. You know what? I'm going to have to go over this thing again. All right, here it is. Here it is. You guys didn't get it. Nobody got it. All right. Only one person said that it made sense. All right. That's disappointing. Okay. Maybe y'all got in late. I don't know. Maybe it's my teaching style. I don't know. But anyhow, if it didn't make any sense, click right up here and then click on my picture again. Here it is. Here it is. It didn't make any sense. All right, I get it. I get it. Sometimes I don't make things clearly enough. You want to click on that link that says Linktree, and you're going to go register for this masterclass right here. If what I said or anything about what I said was confusing, it just did not make any sense because a lot of people didn't chime in. You go register for this you go register for this masterclass. It's a masterclass, so a 45-minute masterclass where I break down this formula again. What you'll learn that formula that I just did. Obviously, I didn't do a great job in telling you guys, and my apologies. So the fact that I didn't do a great job of telling it to you guys, I won't let you suffer through it. I won't make you suffer through it again. Okay? Oh, man, that's a first, though. That's a first. I really got to go step my game up because that did not have an impact on anyone. But anyhow, because nobody chimed in. But here it is, the quiz, the masterclass, 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. For my folks who did, if this did make sense to you, maybe even a little bit, maybe you don't want to chime in on the chat. Maybe you say, you know what? It did make sense, but I just don't want, I don't want to say anything. I want to keep my identity. I want to conceal my identity, Kelley. Okay, I get it. If you want to conceal your identity, I get it. Like a superhero. You are a superhero, by the way. But if you've gotten to the point where change isn't just desired, where you say change is necessary, where you say, listen, my blood sugar is so out of control that I need to shake something up. Because I know if I do the same thing, if I keep on doing the same thing that I've been doing, I'm going to keep on getting the same results that I've been getting. You ever notice that? If you keep on doing what you've been doing, you're going to keep on getting what you've been getting. You want to shake things up, you join this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. What is it? It is a nutrition blueprint that says if you follow this blueprint for 14 days, you will get yourself off of the blood sugar roller coaster. What is the blood sugar roller coaster? The highs, the lows, the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows. That is the blood sugar roller coaster. You don't want to be on that. You want to get yourself off of that as quickly as you can. And if you are ready to take control of your blood sugar, you say, listen, you keep saying one day, One day I'm going to get off the blood sugar medication. One day I'm going to give my life back. If you keep saying one day, we're going to make that day 2 days. No, not one day. Not one day you're going to get your blood sugar under control. Not one day. You're going to do it 2 days. And if you want to do it 2 days, you join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge right here. It's a nutrition blueprint. It says if you follow this blueprint, just like almost 300 people have followed this nutrition blueprint, because that's all we got time to work on is the C. It's 14 days. That's all I got time to work on with you. It's 14 days. My goal is to get you a quick result. A quick result, and it's 14. That's 14 days. Give you a quick result. You follow this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, you will get a quick result. How quickly? Well, someone's taking their A1C from an 8 to a 6 in 14 days. And that same person got taken off of the medication. Her name is Jazzy. Greatest story I've ever heard. Got taken off her medication by her doctor. I didn't take her off her medication. I can't take her off her medication. I'm the coach. I'm not the doctor. I can't tell you to take off your medication. But what I can do is I can coach you, show you how to eat, show you what to eat to manage to bring your blood sugar back into the normal range based on the foods that you're eating, because it's predominantly what you're eating. It's predominantly what you're eating. If you are ready for change, then I'm talking to you. Yeah, you, right here, you. Let me see, where is it? Right there, you. You, that's what I'm talking to. You should join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. How do you join the challenge? Right there, that's where it is. Use that discount code, SAVE20. You're joining the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge for 20% off. It's $79 to join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, where it's real people getting real results in that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Where is it? Linked in my bio. All right, let's see. Maintain your pace. All right, you did great. Appreciate that. Makes sense. All right, made perfect sense. I'm not allowed a phone at work, so sneaking you but with the earbud. Shout out to you, Tim. Shout out to you, Tim. I know you told me last time you look like the neighbor, and I get it. I get that you look like the neighbor, buddy. Oh man, shout out to you, Tim. Let's see. Yep, makes sense. JJ said it makes sense to him. Makes sense. This is it. This is the lifestyle. This is your key to freedom right here. This is your key to freedom right here. You master this formula. You're going to unlock some stuff that you never thought that was possible. But you got to master the formula. You want to master that formula? I'm telling you. You can either go take the quiz. You got to do something. You can go take the quiz. You can go register for the master class. You can go get yourself a clean eating plate. You can go do something. But for my folks who are ready for serious change, they say, okay, enough with all the information, Kelley. Like I'm great with all the information. Like you gave me a lot of information, but like where's the actual stuff? Like what do I actually do? If that's you, if you're an action taker, if you're ready to take a chance on your health, you say you tried everything. I tried everything and nothing has worked. Then you should join this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Click right up here. Click on my picture again. Click on that link on my click on that picture under my TikTok profile. Click on that link under my TikTok profile. It says Linktree. That's where you click. That's where you join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. I want to join. I need help. Yeah, cool, baby. If you said that you need help and you want to join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, you use that discount code, that live discount code, SAVE20. You join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Where I promise you, if you show up and you do the work, that's my promise to you. People are like, well, what's your promise? What's your guarantee, Kelley, in this challenge? Okay. Here's what I guarantee you. What are you promising us? Here's what I promise. I promise that if you show up and you do the work and then you do it again the next day, show up, do the work, do it again the next day, 14 days, clean eating, we lay out the blueprint, you follow that, you're going to get yourself out. That's what the guarantee is. I guarantee you get yourself off of that blood sugar roller coaster. I guarantee you'll get off the highs and the lows. The highs, the lows. We're talking about stability at that point. That's what I can guarantee. Can I guarantee what your number is going to be? No. Can't guarantee what your number is going to be. But I can guarantee that you're going to get yourself off of that roller coaster. That's what I can guarantee. The highs and the lows. Now, when you get the highs, more insulin. The high highs, more insulin. The lows, you got to have some sugar to bring it back up, insulin. That's called the blood sugar roller coaster. You want to get off of that. You want to get off of that, you join that challenge. But here we go. Any questions? Let's see if we got any questions. All right, let me sit down. Let me sit down because we just went over the lifestyle medicine formula. See if we got any questions. All right, I'm going to bring it down over here. Sorry. All right. Hold on. I'm trying to fix this camera over here. I don't know. Here we go. All right, we're good. We're good. Okay. That's it, folks. So back to the beginning. Type 2 diabetes is a dietary and lifestyle-driven condition. If you master the lifestyle, that formula that I just taught you, if you master that formula, I promise you, you will get yourself off of that roller coaster. But you got to do the work, though. Nobody's going to do it for you. I can't prescribe you that medication. I can't prescribe it to you. I'm trying to bring it back down. Your doctor can't prescribe it to you. Your spouse can't prescribe it to you. Your parents can't prescribe it to you. The only person that can prescribe yourself that medication is you. You're the only person on this planet that can do that. So the ball is literally back in your court. Here's the thing. Here's how you know. Here's how you want to know the truth. You want to know how you can know if you can reverse type 2 diabetes. You want to know how you know for sure instead of a bunch of mumbo jumbo like what I'm talking up here. I could be talking a bunch of mumbo jumbo. You can be like, man, Kelley, your 2-week challenge ain't about nothing. Nobody can reverse type 2 diabetes. Your program's nothing, Kelley. Your whole program, not even just the 2 weeks, everything after that is trash. You can say that. And it's not gonna help anybody. Because diabetes is you gotta have it for the rest of your life. Type 2 diabetes is the rest of your life. Okay. I'll say, all right, well, let's go put all of this to the test then. You say I'm talking a bunch of mumbo jumbo. Here's how we can prove it. You go to your doctor and you ask your doctor for a C-peptide test. And you're like, yo, doc, you can get a C-peptide test or let me get a fasting insulin test, either one. They're both will tell you pretty much the same thing. You go get that C-peptide test. And when the result, and if you have type 2 diabetes, and you come back and the results are great, which they probably will be, they'll probably tell you that you're exceeding you're exceeding the threshold. What a C-peptide test is going to do is going to tell you how much insulin your body is producing. Are you producing the right amounts of insulin, or are you producing way more insulin than what you need? Or if you're not producing any at all. If you're not producing any at all, that's usually type 1 diabetes, or you've had type 2 diabetes for so long that basically you burn up your pancreas, basically. You burn up your insulin cells and they can't produce anymore. That's the only time that type 2 diabetes is reversible, or diabetes is not reversible. Type 1 and when you have an autoimmune condition, or type 1, or when you have type 2 and you burn up, basically you burn up all of your cells, okay? All of your beta cells. So you can't produce insulin anymore. Other than that, you're either producing the right amount or way too much. And that C-peptide test will tell you that. Now, you got to specifically ask this when you go to the doctor. Hey, doc, can I get a C-peptide test, bro? Let me get one. Can I get a C-peptide test? Yeah. Go get your C-peptide test, and then we'll talk. So at that point, there's no more debating. There's no more excuses. There's no more, hey, I thought that I didn't know that I could get rid of it. If your number comes back within range, which it will, most people it will, go get it. My C-peptide, somebody said, my C-peptide is there, but really low, and I have chronic pancreatitis. What would you suggest I eat? Yeah, it's like I said, it's usually, either it's going to be too low. If it's too low, then that's a problem. That's a problem. But here's what we can do. We can eat, you can maintain your pace. Here's what I recommend. I recommend you go hard on this right here. Having a peaceful mind, having an active body, clean eating, and effective sleep. I recommend you go, and if you're drinking alcohol, I recommend you cut all that out. If you want to know more on that formula, click that link in my description. Click that link in my bio, in my TikTok bio. There is a link that says Linktree. You need to click on that link. It's going to take you to Linktree, where you click on the masterclass. Click on that masterclass. Let's see. Question Q&A. What questions y'all got? Q&A. I don't drink. It's from a familiar hypertriglyceridemia. Wow, that's a big word. But even still, here's the thing about that. Genetics sets the stage. It really does. If that runs in your family, Blackbird, genetics will set the stage. But here's the thing. It is your lifestyle that's going to steal the show. That's what's going to steal the show. It's your lifestyle. If you need help with lifestyle changes, if you need help with that C, like we talked about earlier, clean eating, if you feel that your body is begging for a reset, then you should listen to it. If you felt you've been taking all these medications for all these different years, more and more medication, it's a lot of things that could be hurting your health, but it's predominantly what you're eating. I'm going to say that again. There's a lot of things that could be hurting your health, but it's predominantly what you're eating. You join me on this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. We're going to clean up that eating. Question: with the bean soups, can you have saltine crackers? Preferably not. No. We're not having saltine crackers with the soup. That would be a no. Are you talking about from the challenge? That would be a no. Yeah, you talking about from the challenge? No, that would be a no. No saltines. Good morning. What's up, Catherine? What should we eat? Real, whole, unprocessed foods. Real, whole, unprocessed foods. Fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, whole grains, legumes, aka beans, and leaner sources of protein. Things like whatever protein source you choose. So whether it's chicken, turkey, steak, tofu, tempeh, eggs, salmon, that's what you should be eating. What you should not be eating are processed meats. Things like bacon and salami and pepperoni and hot dogs. Those are things that you should not be eating. That's called crap. That's called crap. Don't avoid the crap. Cut the crap. That's a whole acronym in itself. Tim, yeah, got blood work done today. Checked A1C. It is best to get C-peptide test before or test. Hold on. Got blood work done today to check my A1C. Okay, shout out to you, Tim. Is it best to get C-peptide test after 3 months of pace, of maintaining your pace? Yeah. It would have been good to see it. It would have been good to see it before because it's going to go down. But you can do it either way. You can do it right now. You can do it beforehand. You can do it right now to see where your C-peptide number is. And you want it to be between a 0.5 and a 2. That's where you want it to be. Between that area right there between 0.5 and 2. So if you get it back and it's at like a 7, you're like, all right, I still got a little bit more work to do. Because we want to get it down to below a 2, but above a 0.5. That's where you want it. I've been watching your lives. I definitely need a reset. Thank you for watching my lives. Black coffee, sugar, and no cream. That's that's a very interesting name. Been watching your lives. I definitely need a reset. A1C 5.9. Yeah, if you feel your body is begging for a reset, then you should listen to it. You should listen to it, Black Coffee. And you should join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge where you're going to get yourself a reset, just like everybody else who has joined this challenge. It's a blueprint. That's it. It is a blueprint. It says if you follow this blueprint, you will get the same results or similar results as everybody else who has joined the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge because it is a system. If you want to join that challenge, you use that discount code SAVE20. That live discount code, SAVE20. But shout out to you, Black Coffee. Can I have a bagel with cream cheese for breakfast? No, you can't. You can, but it's not a great idea. If you're suffering from insulin, nobody should have that for breakfast. You can do whatever you want. You're a human being. But if you're talking about for your health, no, it's a terrible idea. It's a terrible idea, especially if you have high blood sugar. It's going to send it to the moon. What about beers, alcohol? Also another terrible idea. Okay, the bagel is going to raise your blood sugar to the moon, and the beer is going to do the opposite. So blood sugar, bagel to the moon, beer to the floor. So the bagel and the beer, you want to stay away from both of those. Cottage cheese, good source of protein. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not a healthy fat. Dairy is not a healthy fat, folks. Dairy is dairy is not great. It's not, matter of fact, it's not good as nothing. You want to avoid dairy as much as you possibly can. You want to know more about dairy? You watch this documentary. Oh, it's not even a documentary. It's called it's a lecture called Utterly Amazing. You go watch Utterly Amazing. You will understand what I mean by dairy and cheese and all that stuff. First time watching you. What's up, Tata? Shout out to you for my first timer. What should I have for breakfast? It's called the savory breakfast. It's called the savory breakfast. You don't want a sweet breakfast. If you're suffering from, well, no human being, let me say that. Not even if you're suffering from insulin resistance. No human being should have a sweet breakfast. You should have a savory breakfast. A protein, like a chicken, maybe chicken, turkey, whatever you eat. Tofu. A protein, a fat, and like an avocado, healthy fat avocado. Nuts and seeds. Maybe an avocado oil. And then finally, a non-starchy veggie. So that's it. A protein, a non-starchy veggie, and a healthy fat. That's called a savory breakfast. Is oat milk good? No, it's terrible. Nera. If you want to do milk, you're gonna either do coconut, almond, or all the coconut or any other nut milks. No oat milk. Oat milk is just ground up oats, liquefied oats. It's gonna make your blood sugar go woo, real high. So you don't want that. So dinner for breakfast. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. You try that for what's called the savory breakfast. You try that for a week. You have yourself some, let's just say you have some fish and asparagus with some nuts on the side, nuts and seeds on the side. a savory breakfast. You load up on as much protein as you load up on as much protein as possible in the morning. You want to prioritize protein in the morning. Not sure if I answered about saltine crackers. Yeah, I did. I said no saltine crackers. That's going to be a no-go. You're just going to defeat the purpose with them saltine crackers. No, Lucas, you want to get them no saltine crackers. The healthy fat, remember? Go get yourself an avocado instead of the saltine crackers. Yeah. So if that's it, folks, if you are ready for change, I'll say it again. You've gotten to the point where change isn't just desired. You say, I need this. I need this. I need to do this. My body is telling me I need to change. That is your cue, ding, 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 that you should listen to it. If you are ready to listen to it. If you've taken all the medication until you're blue in the face, you can take all the medication, like I said, until you're blue in the face. But if you don't master the art of lifestyle medicine, that's C, especially the C, clean eating, if you don't master that, I promise you, you're just going in a circle. You're just running on the treadmill. Your face is going to turn blue because you took a whole bunch of medication, but you didn't get down to the root cause of it, which was, oh yeah, your lifestyle. Hummus okay for a snack? Yeah, hummus is great. Hummus is great for a snack. Try to make your hummus at home though. Get your chickpeas and make them at home. Because the ones in the store have a lot of seed oil in them. You try to avoid seed oil as much as you can. You can make yourself a great hummus at the house. Netta, what do you eat instead of saltine crackers? Like I said, you can eat yourself a healthy fat, avocados, nuts and seeds. Get yourself some nuts and seeds instead of some saltine crackers. It's a much better option. Saltine crackers is a man-made food that's going to make your blood sugar go high, especially if you're doing a 14-day challenge. You don't want no saltine crackers. I didn't put that in there. I put that in there. No saltine crackers. That's all. We just, it's a blueprint, folks. You follow that blueprint. You don't waver from it. Don't waver from the blueprint. If you don't waver from the blueprint in that 14-day challenge, I'm telling you, you're going to get some amazing results. Follow the blueprint. It's only 14 days. It's designed to get you outside of your comfort zone for 14 days. Saltine crackers will be there in 14 days. I promise you it will. I promise you the saltine crackers will be there. But if you go super, super hard on that 14-day challenge, you're going to get yourself off of that blood sugar roller coaster. For those who want to join that challenge, for those who said, I've gotten to the point where I'm ready for change, I want you to use that discount code, SAVE20. You join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Where is it? You click right up here, and then you click on my picture again, and you join that 14. Click on here, click on my picture again, and then you click that link that says Linktree under my TikTok profile picture. It says Linktree. You click on that link. You tap on that link. And then boom, 14-day challenge. Let me show you where it is. A lot of folks are asking where it is. Where's that challenge? Because we're going to get out of here. You got about 20 more minutes to use that discount code before we get up out of here today. Because we're going to be out here at noon. But here it is. You click right up here. And then you click on my picture again. And it's going to take you to this page right here. See where that says Linktree? Click on that. Click on Linktree. And it's going to take you right here. Click right there. This is where you join the 14-day challenge. You tap here and it's going to say $99. But if you enter that live discount code, SAVE20, SAVE20, that is the discount code, SAVE20. Use that discount code. You join the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge for 20% off. $79 to join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. It's for people who have gotten in enough pain. If you've gotten in enough pain where you say, all right, I'm in enough pain, Now is my time to act. My body's been begging for a reset for a very long time. I think that I should go ahead and listen to it. If that's what you're experiencing right now, if you're feeling that in your tummy, they're saying like, I've tried everything and nothing has worked. If that's you, if you tried everything and nothing has worked, then you should join the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge and prove yourself wrong. Prove yourself wrong that nothing has worked. Prove yourself wrong. That's you. If you're ready to prove yourself wrong, you join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Let me see here. What about you? Quite welcome. First time watching, I will continue. Thank you very much. Good to see you. What's the best way to eat an avocado? What do you mean, what's the best way to eat it? You want to eat it, okay. Maybe you're talking about the order of your food. The best way to do is to eat it, but because it's a healthy fat. But you want to eat that before you eat your carbohydrates. I'll say that. Before you eat your carbohydrates, that's when you eat your avocado. Before you eat your carbohydrates. Eat it, just eat it before. It's going to help you with that blood sugar spike. Eat the avocado before you eat your carbohydrates. Or pecans, okay. Pecans are amazing. Those are nuts. Those are amazing. I want to follow you, but I don't know how to do it. I want to follow you, but I don't know how to do it. There should be a button up there that says follow somewhere. It's around here that says follow somewhere. You should be able to press it. What about oatmeal? That's going to be a no-go. Oatmeal in the morning is going to be a no-go. No oatmeal in the morning, unless you do it strategically. It's a whole different ballgame. But for right now, if you're suffering from insulin resistance, we're going to say no to oatmeal in the morning. So when you join the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, we're going to take all the guesswork out of it for you. There's no more guesswork. What do I do for 14 days? There's no guesswork. If you just say, man, I've been looking for a starting point. I've been looking around, man, and I tried everything, and I'm motivated. I just don't know where to start, man. I don't know where to start when it comes to this lifestyle medicine stuff. I don't know where it starts when it comes to lowering my A1C. I don't know where to start to get off the blood sugar roller coaster. If you don't know where to start, where you start is that link in my bio. That's where you start. You start by joining that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, which we're going to get out of here in 13 minutes. So if you want to use it, now is the time to use that discount code. Thanks. I haven't eaten any saltine crackers. Just was curious. Okay, no worries. Very carefully. Wow. I love oatmeal. Got it. Yeah. If you love oatmeal, not saying that you can't eat oatmeal. You just got to be strategic. If you're suffering from insulin resistance, you just got to be strategic. Comes to eating your oatmeals. But one thing that you don't want to do is have oatmeal for breakfast, especially on an empty stomach. Especially when it comes to that morning blood sugar. Morning blood sugar is the most important time. You don't want it the first thing in the morning. You just morning blood sugar, just first thing in the morning. You eating oatmeal, especially when you're eating the brown sugar. You think the brown sugar is better because, oh, yeah, it's brown sugar, so it's better. No, it's just molasses. That's all it is. They just put molasses in it to turn it brown. That's all. That's all brown sugar is. Coconut sugar is the same thing. It's just still sugar. Pure cane sugar, still sugar. Sugar in the raw is still sugar. It's still going to raise your blood sugar all the same. So when you combine that with the oatmeal, it's going to make your blood sugar go to the moon. And then it's going to crash, and then you'll be on the roller coaster all day, the blood sugar roller coaster all day. Is the regular one when we cook on the stove okay? Bad. Instant is bad, right? It doesn't matter either way. It doesn't matter if you're suffering from insulin resistance. Oatmeal in the morning is not going to be a great option, unless you're putting some clothing with it. What do I mean by clothing? If you were here earlier in that game of blood sugar Tetris, so we're talking proteins and fats. You got to have some proteins and fats in your stomach first, and some fiber. So if you got your oatmeal, if you want to do oatmeal, you just say, man, I just want to do oatmeal. I don't care what Kelley's talking about. I'm going to do oatmeal. Okay. Do overnight oats with almond milk instead of oat milk. Add some chia seeds to it. Add some peanut butter to it. Maybe add some protein powder to it. That's going to be a better option than just eating oatmeal by itself with some honey. Oatmeal, honey, and what else? Brown sugar. Just turn it into some candy. So don't eat dessert for breakfast. Eating oatmeal is going to be like eating dessert for breakfast. Don't do it. I am looking for protein stuff. What do you mean you're looking for protein stuff? Protein stuff like what? I add walnuts, chia seeds, and ground flax seeds to my oatmeal. See, that's good. That's very, very good. If you add walnuts, chia seeds, and flax seeds to your oatmeal, those are all healthy fats. That's a very good option. Keep on doing that. How much CRB can we take a day? What CRB? What do you mean CRB? Very good information. Thank you, Netta. I don't know. I didn't know that. Glad I hopped on since I'm on vacation. Oh, yeah, you're on vacation. Yeah, no wonder you're chiming in, Netta. I know you're normally at work this time. Shout out to you for chiming in on vacation. Where you at on vacation? You know what I mean? You're in the Bahamas somewhere. You're in somewhere with a beach. I know you're not in Jamaica. Can't be in Jamaica right now because they're going through it. How much? I don't know what CRB is. You're asking how much CRB can you eat? I don't know what CRB is. Explain to me what that is. Oh, you're at home. I wish at home. Oh, you're on a staycation. Nice. Staycations are cool. Staycations are cool. I like stay. Get back a little R&R at the house. I get it. Staycations are cool. I eat oatmeal sometime with cinnamon and dates. Okay. Like as long as again, there's no you don't have any proteins or fats in there. I'd recommend you put some of that in there with it if you're gonna eat it like that. Like rice. Yeah, you can eat rice. It's just you gotta follow a very specific rule. We didn't talk about clean eating. We'll talk about clean eating tomorrow. Join me tomorrow. We'll talk more about clean eating. But you can have rice. You just got to follow a very specific rule. A very specific rule. Meaning you can go down on the carb. When we talk more about rice, carbohydrates. That's what I got it. CRB, short for carbohydrates. I get it. Okay. Okay, I get it. I was like, CRB, what the heck's that? Okay, I get it. Yeah. But you can eat rice. You just got to be strategic with it. That's what we talk about. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. Good morning. I am new and I am struggling with high blood sugar. Janet, if you are new and you are struggling with high blood sugar and you don't want to struggle with it anymore, you say, I don't want to struggle with this anymore, then you should join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. It is a nutrition blueprint that says if you follow this nutrition blueprint, you will get yourself off of the blood sugar roller coaster. You will get yourself off of the glucose roller coaster. It's been people who have taken their A1C from an 8 to a 6. People who have taken their blood sugar from a 400 to a 150 in 14 days. Someone was at a 360 something. Now she's under 100. Someone took their A1C from what was it? What did Lisa say? The last live 10 something to an 8.3. From a 10.7 to an 8.3, I think she said. What rule? What rule is that? What rule are you talking about? Why is my blood sugar at 112 after not eating past 7 p.m.? Well, when are you talking about? In the evening time or in the morning time? Not eating after 7 p.m., your blood sugar is at 112. In the morning, when you wake up, that's called prediabetes, because that's why it's called. It's because you're a pre-diabetic. That's what it means. If your blood sugar is consistently over 100 every day, then that means that that's considered pre-diabetic. That's why your blood sugar is there. Mine is a 6. Yeah, if yours is a 6, there's a little bit more work we got to do. We want to get that thing closer to a 5, to a 5.3. If you're at a 6, then you should join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. If you're pre-diabetic, gestational diabetes, borderline diabetes, any form of insulin resistance, you should join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. You should join that challenge. Use that discount code SAVE20. Sounds good. How do I join the challenge? Click that link in my description. You click right here, and then you click on my picture again, and it's going to take you to a link that in my TikTok profile. It says Linktree. You click on that link. I'm going to show you because we're getting ready to get out of here. Show you where it is. And then we get to the last of the questions. It's a couple of questions. Here it is. You click this link right here. This link, folks, is like Disney World. If you're struggling with insulin resistance, high blood sugar, you click that link, it's like Disney World. You're going to remember what it's like to be a kid again. But for my folks who are ready for serious change, change isn't just desired. The 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Almost 300 people have joined this 14-day challenge. 300 people. It is a blueprint that says if you are ready to take control of your blood sugar, it is a nutrition blueprint. You show up, you do the work, and you do it again the next day. Everything's laid out for you. The recipes, all that stuff's laid out for you. Like, that's all done for you. That pre-work is all done for you. So the guesswork is done. All you got to do is the work. Here's that challenge. Because that's how you're going to get off of the blood sugar roller coaster. Just like how I did. How I got myself off of the blood sugar roller coaster? How did I get myself off of it? By showing up, doing the work, and doing it again the next day. No more diabetes, no more heart disease, no more obesity. No more diabetes, no more heart disease, no more obesity. How? By showing up and doing the damn work. It's the only way. 14-day challenge is for the people who are ready to do the work. If you are ready to do that work, then the 14-day challenge is waiting for you. If you are not ready to do the work, the 14-day challenge is called a challenge. So what are your list of whys? You go get yourself a list of whys. I promise you, you will get your numbers back to where they need to be. If you want to join that challenge, use that discount code SAVE20, SAVE20. What's the first day like? The first day like is you go get your food and you go cook the food. You start cooking the food, and the first day is it's going to be a lot of cooking. That's the first day. And then you eat. That's what the first day is about. And then you just keep on eating. So the first day is about preparation. Rice rule, probably about how brown rice, low glycemic. Okay. What is recommended? I'm new here. Yeah, if you're new here, like somebody just joined the challenge, shout out to you. Shout out to you for joining that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Check your email. Check your email. Send it to you. Text message. Should have one from me. Welcome to the challenge. I don't really feel hungry during the day. I eat once, but in the night, I feel to eat the world. Okay. And in daytime, you don't feel hungry, but at nighttime, you feel like you want to eat up the whole entire world. I get it. You just turn into a snack monster. I get it. It's the same thing. Your hormones are thrown off. When your satiety hormones versus your hunger hormones, a little bit thrown off. You got to bring them back into balance. You come hang out with me in the blood sugar reset challenge. We're going to stop all of that. We're just going to make it smooth sailing. You want to do that, you join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Use that discount code SAVE20. We're out. We're getting ready to get out of here. Let me see. I'm financially challenged. It's all good. There's a lot of stuff on there. Cabana girl, go register for the quiz, the master class, do the master class, continue to stay on the live, go get yourself one of the plates, the clean eating plate, all of that. You're good. Only thing you got to pay for is attention. In the master class, all you got to pay is attention. But, you know, go get all that free stuff on there. I'm proud of you, Kelley. Thank you, Netta. I'm proud of you, Kelley. Now it's our turn to get right. I'm on the right path. You encouraged me. Shout out to you, Netta. Shout out to you. Yes, I made 3 different types of bean soups. Yeah, that's it. I like it. Hey, Lucas, you made 3 different types, man. You're on it. You're going to do very, very well. You're doing very, very well. Keep up the great work. If you join, the challenge is, I'm sorry if I didn't say it. The challenge is $79. Sorry. It's $99 normally. But if you use the discount code SAVE20, it's $79 to join that 14-day challenge. That is the discount code, the live discount code, which is it's active right now, but we're getting out of here right now. Now it's time to get out of here. So you want to use that discount code though. It's so hard to eat right when your family don't want what you're eating. No, it's not. It's called reasons. It's called how many reasons. Like I said before, Lobby, if you're just joining us, and I'm going to end it with this. It's about choices. It's about reasons. US dollars. Yeah, US dollars. It's about choices and it's about reasons. If your family doesn't want to eat what you eat, you got to say, great, family. I'm doing this for me because I've got enough reasons. I've got enough reasons as to why I deserve better health. Like I told you before, if you're just joining us, your parents can't prescribe you this medication. Your family can't prescribe you this medication. Your husband, your wife, your spouse, your grandma, your whoever, your mother-in-law, your doctor, heck, your doctor can't even prescribe you this medication. Your doctor can't even prescribe it to you. You're the only one that can prescribe yourself this medication. So if your family doesn't want to eat what you eat, okay, great. They're not you. You got to do this for you. Because your family's going to do whatever the heck they want to do. Like Jazzy. Jazzy said, and she came on and told her story. She said she sat her family down when she did the 2-week challenge. She got the challenge. She joined the challenge. She said she sat her family down at the table and she said, family, here's my plan. Here's what I'm doing for 2 weeks. Now, you can either get on board with me or not get on board with me, but this is what I'm doing because this is what I got to do for me. This is my list of whys. And as a result, after 14 days, you want to know what happened? She got taken off of her medication by her doctor after 14 days. She got taken off of the GLP-1. She got taken off the metformin and some other one. It was like 3 of them. But she'd been battling this for 10 years. 10 years. And in 2 weeks, the doctor took her off her medication. So you got to find out, what are your reasons? I reversed my diabetes by only changing my diet. I went from a 9.6 to 5.7. That's it. By only changing your diet. That's it. That's the power of diet. That's the power of lifestyle changes. It is greater than any medication, any man-made medication that there is. It is going to be lifestyle first, medication second. If you cannot fix it with the lifestyle first, diet and lifestyle first, okay, then we can talk about the medication. But lifestyle first. I'm a diabetic and my doctor didn't prescribe me anything. I've been fasting for 14 hours. Okay. I'm diabetic and my doctor didn't prescribe me anything. I've been fasting for 14 hours. Okay. Not sure where you want to, how to answer that one. Okay. Is that working for you? I hope it's working for you. Fantastic. But if you need some guidance, if you say, yeah, I need some guidance, I need some guidance. If you need guidance, you should join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Use that discount code SAVE20. Like I told you before, here's what it's about, folks. Here's what it's about. If you need guidance, you should join that 14-day challenge. You're going to get all the guidance that you need. You just got to follow it. You just got to show up and do the work. And you're going to be just like everybody else who's joined that challenge. You've got a choice. It's all about choices. But here's the thing. Here's what I want you to ponder on tonight. See, when we're born, we look like our parents. You guys know that? That when we're born, we look like our parents? Who do you look like, folks? To put it in the chat, who do you look like? Do you look like your mom, maybe? Do you look like your dad? Maybe do you look like maybe your grandpa? Maybe your great aunt Sally? Like, who do you look like? That's a quick question. Can you put it in the chat? Who do you look like? We're going to end it on this, folks. I need to know this. I need to know who you look like because I can't see you. I can't see y'all, folks. So I need to know who you look like. Please tell me. Did you look like your mom? Did you look like your dad? Who do you look like? The mailman. All right, we got that one. The mailman. My father. Okay. My dad. You look like your pops. Okay. Me too. I look like my pops. But here's the thing, though. When we're born, we look like our parents. Your mama. When we're born, we look exactly like our parents. But when we die, we look like our choices.